Hello, welcome, come one, come all to the Blitz with AZ and Fitz, Week 17 edition. We got a heck of a show in store for you, a big show. A little bit of another strange week. The Christmas week, it's in the NFL. It always seems like it's evolving. There's always a different kind of schedule. It seems like every year they're really starting to emphasize Christmas games. And then, of course, now we have Saturday games this late in the season. So you got games. I'm starting to get ready for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday game. You know, a game every day. Why not? But, yeah, a little bit split up. I will be honest, it was a little bit of an interesting week this week. A lot of games. Well, the Christmas games really weren't that exciting. I'm going to be honest. Like, the lineup they had, maybe when they scheduled it, they thought these could be some games. But I don't know. I look at that Christmas lineup, and it was not all that interesting. What do you think?
Yeah, the energy fell off, man. Like I said, Saturday games always been kind of weird to me because Sunday is football day. So like Saturday, like even the Chargers Texans, which you would think that would be a big matchup.
Yeah.
The energy watching the game, the crowd just seemed a little off, a little too quiet, especially for what was at stake for the both teams. And then we had the Packers and Ravens, two backup quarterbacks. That was kind of like, okay. I mean, I guess they couldn't flex that out because it was literally Malik Willis versus Huntley. And
Yeah.
I mean, props to them. They did the best they could to entertain us. But yeah, the Saturday games this Saturday were kind of
Yeah.
But Sunday Night Football made up for it, so it's all good.
Yeah, Sunday Night Football was amazing. Maybe the one game, I think, this week that lived up to the billing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we're staring down the barrel of. But we're going to get hop into these topics. But before we hop straight into the games, which is what we usually do, there is an interesting topic regarding the Ravens. Not so much the game itself, because it was kind of a backup bowl. Neither starting quarterback was in. Kind of wondering when Jordan Love will come back. Not sure about that. Do we even have clarity on that? Is he due back for the playoffs?
He should. I mean, because this like concussions are so weird.
I know.
Let me look into it because sometimes they're gone for like just one game. Sometimes it's like two games, and
I mean, there have been players that have missed multiple weeks, though, more than even just two with head injuries. So it's hard to say for certain. Man, what a shame to have your starting quarterback go down with a concussion, head injury type of situation and miss multiple weeks. That is crazy. Very unfortunate there, especially going into a playoff run. But, yeah, so the Packers... man.
Status is still to be decided for Week 18, but they're saying that, if he's medically cleared for the playoffs, he'll definitely be starting. But he's still, I guess, to be decided for this upcoming Week 18 matchup.
Yeah, well, hopefully he gets healthy soon because it would be an awful shame if they had to go into the playoffs with their backup. I mean, even with the rust factor, it's a little bit unfortunate. People are going to look at the Packers' season and playoff run with that in mind. But the real topic I wanted to address regarding this game, which really wasn't a game topic, it's more of a interpersonal issue. There was an article written in, like, I don't know the name of the publication. It's like the Baltimore Sun or something like that. It's a Baltimore-specific publication covering Lamar Jackson and why he might be off this season. What's going on with Lamar? He just doesn't seem right. Is it the injuries compiling? Is he just in a slump? What's the deal with him? And this article drops like a bomb. Like, oh my God. It says he is falling asleep in team meetings because he's playing video games into the wee hours of the night. And my first thought when I saw that is, based. Let's get him on AGS. Let's get him in the Discord. I like me a brother that plays video games into the wee hours. Maybe we can get him in co-op or plays in Battlefield. But obviously, this has pretty big ramifications for the Ravens, and you question whether he's a big boy. Is he adult enough? Does he have the maturity level to handle being a starting quarterback in the NFL and everything that means? And I just lost you, AZ. Um, but yeah, I don't know. This is an alarming development. I would feel very nervous about it if it were my quarterback. I am not gonna lie. Um, let's get you back here on here. All right, cool.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to my internet. I just saw the little globe icon saying no connection. I said, great.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, I would feel pretty alarmed if this was my quarterback. I'm not gonna lie. And what also really alarmed me about the story was not just this. I mean, man, for your starting quarterback to fall asleep in meetings, that is a problem because your starting quarterback is a natural leader. It's a natural position of leadership. You are a little bit different from the rest of the guys on the roster. And they don't have a Ray Lewis and an Ed Reed in that locker room really setting the tone in the way that they once had. So falling asleep in team meetings as a starting quarterback, as an MVP player, as a brand name type of player, a superstar talent, that is problematic. And then I also heard in the article that he doesn't really respond well to criticism. He kind of bottles up. He doesn't handle it well. He doesn't handle the heat. So when John Harbaugh would sort of get after him in some kind of ways, he just kind of retreats into his shell. He becomes a little introverted. He doesn't handle like that type of, like, you look at a guy like Tom Brady. Bill Belichick could tear him a new asshole and it wouldn't matter. He would still be on. Because Tom Brady was very self-critical. Yeah, coachable, very self-critical, held himself to account. And when things weren't right with him, he knew. He immediately knew what he needed to improve, and he didn't mind getting reamed because he's harder on himself. So when you hear stories like this, it worries me greatly. But I am curious because you love Lamar. You love those big four in the AFC, those big boys. So what do you think? What do you make of the story?
I mean, it's kind of crazy to put the story out now that he's not having his best season. It makes me wonder, were they just waiting for this opportunity to arise? Maybe they were holding it in. Because, I mean, people are acting like Lamar's just been a terrible quarterback for all these years. This year hasn't been his best year, but let's not act like last year he wasn't almost an MVP, which, you could make the case he was the MVP based on his numbers. But, I mean, it's just like they're like kicking the man while he's down. That's how I see it. Like, you're kicking him while he's down. He's hurt. He's not having the best season. His team's not having the success they expect from him. And now you want to put this article out saying he's falling asleep in meetings. He's, playing video games. I don't know, man. I don't see Lamar doing something like that. I feel like, coming into the draft, he already felt like a chip on his shoulder that no one wanted him. No one wanted him. They wanted him to switch positions, play wide out or something else, but not be quarterback. And I don't see him because it almost makes him sound like he's lazy and not giving his all to the game, which I don't feel like.
Another part of this report, though, too, that I left out was kind of seeming like he's, the typical saying, oh, this quarterback, he's the first one in the facility and the last guy to leave.
Yeah.
Well, the article kind of made it out to be like Lamar is actually the last one in, first one to leave. He really only shows for mandatory stuff. And if it's optional, he won't show.
Yeah, and there's also rumors about him and the coach is not really talking, which obviously isn't a great sign, especially when your quarterback's the leader of the team and the quarterback is the most important position on the team. So you want to have that communication with the coaches and the quarterback. But I don't know, man. I'm taking it with a grain of salt because I just feel like they're just trying to sabotage my man Lamar, man. It just doesn't sound like him. He's gotten better every year since he's been in the league. It's not like you can't just get by without actually putting in the work. So that's why I find it hard to believe that he's not putting in the work because he's gotten better every year he's been in the league, I feel like. And if he was just going by off his God-given talents, then, we'd have like a Kyler Murray 2.0 situation where Kyler Murray, you had, that clause in the contract where he has to watch a certain amount of hours of film because of his video game addiction.
Well, I'm wondering if they need to give him the Kyler Murray deal.
Nah, man, don't do that. This is a 2-time MVP, could have been 3-time MVP. You don't just get by just, half-assing it in the league. You put in the work, And you can kind of see that with Lamar because he's gotten better at passing. Last year was probably his best year in the air. He had over 40 passing touchdowns. So we can't just be like, well, he's not putting in the work. He's not attending meetings. Maybe it's just the coaching, him and
How
the
much of
coaching.
that, though, is because defenses have to play him so differently than, say, Jared Goff or Matthew Stafford or Dak Prescott? They don't get the benefit of the defensive looks that he gets. So he can. There's an argument to be made that he can sort of survive on physical skills in a way that other guys don't, that have to really develop their passing ability.
Yeah, but you can only get. I mean, you can only get so far with that. We look at Michael Vick. I mean, I'm not saying Michael Vick wasn't trying and wasn't putting in work, but
He wasn't the
he
greatest
wasn't.
studious. He wasn't a student of the game early in his career.
Yeah, but look how far that got him. I mean, he didn't win any MVPs from it. Like Lamar's the two-time MVP winner, and you can say he's almost evolved the game where you kind of need to be a dual threat now these days to be dominant in the league. And Lamar's doing that. He's dominating on the air, in the air or in the ground. So I don't know, man. It just feels suspicious to me. I don't know. I'm just taking it with a grain of salt because there's rumbles of John. Was it John or Jim? I don't know which of the hardballs is it. John.
John Harbaugh, yeah,
John
in
Harbaugh,
Baltimore.
yeah, saying that he probably needs to go. If they lose this game, he might be gone.
So in a situation like this, you would choose quarterback over coach for sure.
Yes, you have to. I mean, you can find another. I'm sure if the Patriots could do it all over again, they would have kept Brady and let Belichick go. Would you agree with that? Based on the success they each had after their split.
In retrospect, yes, but I understand why they made the decision they did, if that makes any sense, in that moment.
Yeah,
Because you don't know what's going to happen after that. They thought, oh, Bill could be coach for another decade and a half or however long he decides to. Brady's only got a few more years left in the tank. Well, it didn't turn out that way.
right. So I don't know. I just feel like a slander on my man Lamar, man. I'm gonna keep defending him. I think he's still got a lot left in the tank. He's just this year, he's down with injuries, and that's not his fault. He hasn't looked the same since he came back from that hamstring injury, and I feel like maybe he tried to play it through just to make sure he has, give his team a chance to make the playoffs. And he got hurt again with the back injury. So
Now, what do you think? What do you think about the argument though that the injuries are starting to mount up? Like this is becoming a constant issue, and they're getting worse and worse and worse. What do you think about the argument if he was putting in more work and really building his body up, doing everything right, eating the right things, staying healthy, doing everything possible to stay in the game, that he might be able to sustain one or two of these injuries and not have to go out for X number of weeks after getting them? That it's a sign of his lack of commitment that he's missing as many games due to injury that he is. What do you think about that?
I mean, that is a concern. Lamar plays a very physical style of football for a quarterback by running the ball a lot. And that's the risk you take with the reward. The reward is you're going to win a lot of games. A lot of games. He's won a lot of games for the Ravens. He's kept them relevant through the years since he's been starting. Because remember, before they had him, they had Joe Flacco, which besides that Super Bowl run, he hasn't done much for them after that. And that's why they had transitioned to Lamar. And you got to maximize with Lamar as soon as possible because, yes, it is. I'm going to be honest. His career expectancy is probably not as long as a Brady or a Stafford. He's probably not going to be playing 17 years. He's probably his max shelf life is 12 years, 12 to 14 years. And with probably after 10 years, he's probably going to start declining a lot. So unless he becomes like a real pocket passer where he doesn't have to rely on his feet a lot, but, it's kind of hard to make that transition. I can't think of a quarterback. Maybe Michael Vick once he got with Andy Reid, where he really became more of a pocket passer, was able to,
yeah, and by that point he was kind of behind the curve too. He should have been way more developed at that point than he
was. With
was.
Michael Vick, you got to remember, he also did miss 2 years when he went to prison, so that kind of set him back, cut into his career those 2 years.
Definitely.
But I mean, Lamar, yeah, he's 8 years in the league, so he's got like another 2 years, maybe a high peak with his athletic ability and making plays on the ground. But
I'm not even convinced it'll be that long. We could be witnessing the beginning
of the end
of the decline.
No, I'm not gonna put that energy out there, man. I like seeing Lamar play, so I would hope he gives us another 2 or 3 years of high peak football, and hopefully within those 2 to 3 years he can maximize it and win this chip, and continue, that Hall of Fame resume that he's building up right now. Because I mean, he's making a good case that he could be one of the ones that gets that gold jacket. So
he could be one of those. It's just a question of whether he gets a ring.
yeah, that'll make it an easy no-brainer if he gets the ring. If he doesn't get the ring,
well, if he doesn't get the ring, I think he maybe still makes the cut for the Hall.
Just not first.
But I think when a player like that leaves the game without one, there's always a sour taste in your mouth, a feeling of disappointment over that career.
What does kind of help him though is he does have multiple MVPs, so he has the MVP hardware to kind of help make a case for the Hall of Fame. But I think if he gets a chip, maybe 2 chips. But I
think I agree. I think he's a Hall of Famer. I just think that Ravens fans won't care as much about his Hall of Fame status without the ring. Like that's what they really want. And if he retires without one, that will be hard.
Yeah, that'll be hard, man. I mean, it's hard to get to Super Bowl. I know Brady made it look so easy. Mahomes is making it look easy. And if we're talking about Josh Allen. Like if he doesn't even make it to the Super Bowl or even get a ring, he's gonna be one of those Dan Marino, Phillip Rivers situations where they were great quarterbacks that just couldn't get over the hump. Mm-hmm. And Lamar is gonna fall in that category too if he doesn't get it together and win that chip. But I still have faith in him, man. I say Ravens next year, have a lot to look forward to with a healthy Lamar. I say get him some weapons. The defense needs a lot of help. Like I said, they need help on the defensive side drastically. Get him a weapon on a receiver, an elite receiver. Zay Flowers, he's cool and all, but he needs like a big target.
He needs a Puka.
He needs a Pickens or Puka, something like that, man. Just give him some help, and I'm sure he'll be just fine. We'll forget this conversation even happened. We'll be talking about Lamar MVP contention. Are the Ravens a Super Bowl threat next year? Watch. I'm not even a Ravens fan. See, now they're, I'm gonna go from Mahomes to Allen to Lamar, but I have faith that Lamar's gonna turn it around. I think this is just rumors. Maybe a little bit of exaggeration. Maybe he fell asleep once. God forbid you have a long night. Maybe he was studying or something. But God forbid you get a little sleepy and you put your head down. I know it's not the best of luck, but maybe they didn't say how many times he was doing this, how long it's been going on. Is it since recently? Has it been going on for years? But they just kept it hush hush because they've been winning.
That would be my assumption.
That they were letting it slide because he was winning. I know a lot of teams do that where they let players get away with certain things just for the fact that they're winning games. So like. Well,
do you think there's just some video game that came out recently that he just so happened to get addicted to, or is he a gamer?
I didn't know he was a gamer like that. That's why I was like really caught off guard. Okay, I didn't know he games like that. Maybe Arc Raiders. I don't know. Call of Duty. I don't see him playing Call of Duty. Maybe he's a Madden guy, but Madden's just so trash. But
I mean, my God, you spend all day playing football. You go home and play Madden.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Madden, Arc Raiders, Call of Duty, maybe Battlefield 6 got him in it. I don't know. I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't even know he was a gamer.
I need to add that dude on Twitter, dude.
Lamar? I have Lamar on Twitter. He never. That's why I'm saying I didn't know he was a gamer like that.
We need to get him in the Discord.
We need to check his game score. Yeah, we
need play some games.
But I'm standing with Lamar. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna stand with Lamar. He's gonna be all right. Ravens gonna be all right. Maybe a new coach, shake up, and a new voice in the locker room, and maybe they'll get the players motivated to play harder. But get some defensive players, get him a wide receiver, and we'll see Lamar back next year.
Yeah, it's just I think it's becoming clear that the relationship between coach and quarterback may not be working.
There.
Yeah, it may not work long term. So, real unfortunate, man. We'll see what happens with that. It's definitely an interesting story. And you are right. A lot of times, these stories always come out at your lowest moments.
Yeah.
They almost. It's almost as if he had this story locked and loaded and was waiting for the right time.
Because if they were, like, let's say they dropped it last year when he's going crazy, no one's going to be like, well, he's playing so well, it's kind of hard to believe. Now that he's not doing that well this year, it kind of makes it more credible and believable because, okay, that makes sense why he's been struggling this year.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, it's just they're just trying to, kick my man down, kick him down while he's not even available to play. It's all good, man. It's a slander on his name. I'm suing for defamation of character if I'm Lamar. That's what I'm doing.
Oh
Lawyering up.
boy, a lawyer
But
up.
yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we can move on from Lamar. As much fun as that is to talk about and speculate. The next game we got up is Jaguars versus Colts.
All right. We still talking about that team? I thought we was done with that, but all right.
Yeah, we got Jaguars versus Colts. I mean, Phillip Rivers is an interesting story, man.
It's
What
a
did you make of the game?
Yeah, the game itself, another L as expected. Like I said, we're not winning any game for the rest of the year. We were off to a strong start. We were up 10-0. I still didn't feel that confident up 10-0 though. We were running a balanced offense. JT was doing well. Rivers was doing well. And then
Here come the Jags.
here comes the Jags. We kept Trevor Lawrence out of the end zone as far as throwing the ball, but he did have 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
And interesting fact, JT kind of slowed down near the end of the game. And, something that stood out to me, the last time he had 100 yards was the last time we won a game. So that tells me right there that, as I already suspected and knew, that if he's not balling out, we're not winning games.
Yeah, he averaged 3.3, which, that's basically just a first down, if not even that.
Yes.
It's
and the last time he had 100 yards was over 100 yards was week 10 against the Falcons when we went to overtime against them overseas.
Yeah.
And he had like 244 yards in that game. But yeah, since then, since the losing streak started, he hasn't hit 100 yards.
Hey, at least you guys can beat the Falcons.
Yeah, that's true. But it was tight game. I thought maybe we could march down the field, get a field goal, maybe a touchdown. And Rivers again throws a pick in a crucial moment.
Yeah, but we got to give Rivers a little bit of slack. I actually think
his arm was shot, dude.
I actually think he's playing pretty well given the circumstances.
Given the circumstances, yeah, but you can see that the old age when he tries to throw a fastball, it just looks like it's going slow motion, like it's getting there so slowly. But
yeah, I mean there have been other quarterbacks with noodle arms that have had some
that are
success.
young,
yeah,
that are younger though. Rivers has an excuse. He's like almost 50 years old, so it's excusable. But that pick. It was like kind of like a curl route, but it just got there so slowly that the defender had a chance to make the play on the ball because it was just going so slow.
Yeah,
and that right there, once that pick happened, it was a tie game. Once that pick happened, I already knew we were gonna lose the game. Like there was no way we were gonna come back. It's just a momentum killer, demoralizes the team.
Yeah, you guys really are not built to make comebacks in end of game situations right now.
We're built to have the lead with JT, JT, kill the clock. But, coming back from behind or a tie game, it's kind of hard trying to put everything on the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And,
especially one that's super old and only been there like a day.
Yeah, and it was so sad to see. He almost had not a butt fumble, but he ran into his own lineman for a sack. I don't know if you remember that play when we were trying to make a comeback.
Oh,
quarter. Yeah, he just runs into his own. They put the defensive lineman pushes the lineman into Rivers. And Rivers just bounces right off of him and just falls so easily. He's so fragile. He just fell down from a little touch. I just said, man, he's just so old. And then, yeah, you could tell his arm was shot because they took him out for the Hail Mary. They put in Leonard in, the rookie quarterback, because he has a stronger, younger,
which is a smart thing to do. I mean, obviously, you keep Rivers in to try and win the game, but on a 60-yard completion, I mean, don't make him do it. Because often Hail Marys require, too, a little bit of mobility.
Yeah.
You have to be able to work the pocket.
Step into it, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, another tough loss. At least it wasn't an ass whooping like the last time we played the Jags a couple weeks ago. We kind of kept it competitive for the most part. And like I said, I don't expect us to win any games until next year. They're saying that Rivers might not start next week because there's no reason to play him anymore. Playoffs hopes are over.
I don't know why you wouldn't let him play.
I say let him. I honestly would like to see him play. Kind of we know for sure this is his last game. There's no way he's coming back.
Let him try to get a win.
That too. Let him get a win. Who do we play next week? Hold on.
It would be a divisional, probably Houston.
The Texans. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't play. Maybe we
On
should
the
have
other
said.
hand, let that dude go home healthy.
Yeah, let's keep them intact. But nah, it'd be nice. Maybe the Texans rest their starters or something. I doubt that because they're right
Nah,
there with the Jags, so they
they
can't.
won't.
But maybe a miracle happens and we just happen to play inspired hard football next week against the Texans and we pull out a win. I don't see that happening either. But it would be it'd be a somber moment just to end the season on a W with Phillip Rivers, a quarterback that's been in the league since I was like in fourth grade. So
Mhm.
him and Rodgers, I think the only quarterbacks from the before 2010.
Yeah.
So
Wait, did Stafford get? I guess he was
oh,
drafted in
Stafford, 09.
09.
Yeah, so him,
Yeah.
Stafford, and
Technically, yeah.
Rodgers, yeah, pre 2010
The
quarterbacks. So
Unks, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Flacco, but
Oh,
he's not
Flacco,
playing right now,
yeah,
really.
Flacco too. Yeah, I guess there's still a couple, but Rivers is like pre my days of watching football when he entered the league.
Yeah, Rivers from like
04.
04?
Yeah, him
Yeah,
and
it
Eli
was
Manning.
before 06, yeah.
Yeah, because I think he got drafted by the Giants
And they
and
traded for Eli with the Chargers.
Chargers. Yeah, because Eli. I don't know why Eli didn't want to go with Chargers. That's kind of weird, but
There was
um,
something, and I don't think we've ever gotten the true real story.
yeah, I just know that he threw a fit and he got traded. So
Yeah,
I don't know
some
why you
maybe
won't
with
play with the
Archie and
Giants.
the Chargers, they just did not want to go to that team.
Yeah, but not to get too off topic, but yeah, man. I mean, it'll be nice to end the season with. I mean, it'd be nice to get a win in the show. The fact that we haven't won since week 10, which was November 9th, I think.
Where do you play, in Houston or in Indy?
Uh, at Houston.
Mm.
Yeah, so yeah, it's not looking too good for us, but we'll take the W where we can get it. I mean, it's nostalgic to see Rivers play. Someone I grew up watching, but season's over. We're not making the playoffs. We're probably not going to win this game, but at least the Colts tickle my nostalgia bone a little bit, and that's it. That's all we had.
They
That's
were
all,
good for that, at least. Yeah.
that's all we were good for.
Yeah, I don't know how much I really have to add on to what you said here. I mean, Trevor Lawrence been playing pretty well.
He did have a pick. He did turn the ball over, but he got it done on the ground.
He did.
And he didn't throw any passing touchdowns, but he got it done on the ground, and that's what you could ask for.
He made the plays he needed to make.
Yeah, and I know you're not the biggest fan of rushing touchdowns because they don't really count to you.
Well, they
but-
win games, but as far as like measuring quarterbacks against each other, I value passing more. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think anyone would, but I mean, as far as winning games and what you want in a quarterback, if I could get a quarterback that could do both, excellent. I'm gonna take that. But
Yeah. Well, my argument is always like I never want them
to rely too much on it.
Yeah, because I don't want to stunt their development in the passing game because they're a good runner. Like that's what my concern is.
That's the concern with most modern quarterbacks these days is just they rely on their athletic ability instead of trying to learn the game.
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, don't really have too much to add on there. So I think we can move on. The next game we've got is Eagles versus Bills.
This game kind of pissed me off, but yeah, I'll let you go first. I'll let you go first.
Yeah, so I have a little bit of a hot take about this game. Probably won't want to spoil it yet. But man, this was a struggle fest. I will admit, though, the Eagles' defense looks scary right now. They are probably playing the best I've seen them. They are fast. They swarm the ball. They hit hard. They're violent. They shut people down. Like, they get you out of your rhythm, out of your comfort zone. They seem to be able to do a little bit of everything. They just, man, they're so well coached and, like, on top of things. It makes you wonder why Philly's offense just can't match right now. I don't know. The quarterback?
I mean, how many passes did he complete in the second half?
Yeah.
0? Yeah.
They just have a tendency to just fall completely off. And did you see that clip of Nick Sirianni after the game walking to the tunnel?
I hate that guy, bro.
You
so
sent
cringe.
that to me, I think, actually,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
how cringe. How cringe. I mean, even as players, like, yeah,
AJ Brown, you're
read
like,
the
come on,
room, dude. Like,
yeah,
we
we barely got by.
survived.
We
Yeah,
barely got by.
yeah.
That's why I
Josh
can't
Allen
stand
just
that
missed
guy.
on a throw. That, like, it was an inaccurate pass. He was off by a couple of yards. We got lucky.
That's why I'm so mad. Yeah, yeah. That's why I was so upset. 'Cause I already knew this guy's gonna be running his mouth. That's what he does. He runs his mouth. That's why I can't stand the Eagles because of Nick Sirianni mostly. And I hope not to see them in the Super Bowl. I hope I don't see them past January. That's all I'm gonna say.
I know that you're probably very unsatisfied with this game.
Yeah. Josh Allen. It was a rainy game, so it was kind of hard for both teams to really pass the ball. And
But it
the Bill-
stopped raining at
it
certain
stopped raining.
point.
It did stop
yeah,
raining,
like come
and then
on,
the Bills started to muster their comeback.
man. They were held to 0 points for a long time in this
They
game.
were, but I just felt like, you know what, Philly's not doing much either. So yeah, as long as you give Superman a chance, he's gonna put on that cape. Because I mean, it was a sloppy start for the Bills. I mean, they called that fumble on Allen where he, like, it looked like he was doing a pump fake. So I thought, all right, this is gonna be like reminiscent of the Tuck rule with Brady, where he did a pump fake and they called it incomplete pass. I thought that was gonna be the same case for Allen, but I guess he doesn't have that Brady prestige yet, you could say. And
He doesn't get the LeBron calls.
yeah, he doesn't get the calls. It's all good, man. They're hating on my man Allen. And then after that, Philly scores, and then after that, AJ Brown had some big catches.
He did, but this man, sometimes AJ Brown does not look as elite as people make him out to be to me.
I mean, look at his court. I mean, he kind of.
But even when the ball is accurate, sometimes he misses on things, and I'm like, oh, okay, bro, like we can't be doing that on a regular, and we see that too much.
If he was on the Bills with Allen, I'm sure he would be making those catches. I'm just saying, or maybe with Mahomes would probably be giving him handoffs pretty much.
Well, Mahomes receivers drop it all the time too.
Exactly. But that's not Mahomes' fault, though. Anyway,
yeah, just putting it out there.
Yeah, it's not his fault. But big. I guess the biggest play of the game, looking back at it, was the block PAT.
Yeah, I mean
that block PAT. The Eagles.
God, what a killer!
It reminded me of the Rams game.
Why are they so good at that?
Yeah, I don't know, man. They're just the Eagles' defense and special
voodoo.
Teams. Yeah, they're just I give them props when it's time to make a play on either defense or special teams. They come in clutch.
We got voodoo, we got hoodoo, we got things you haven't even tried.
They just find a way, man. And then Allen. I'm really upset that they went for the 2. I don't feel like the Eagles didn't complete a pass the whole second half, which is crazy. That did not complete a pass the whole second. They basically.
Yeah, that's pathetic.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the fact that Eagles got away with that is crazy. The fact that Nick Sirianni thought that was worthy of talking shit was crazy.
Oh my God. I know it was kind of in the tunnel, somewhat privately, but like he was screaming like they just won the damn
Super
NFC
Bowl,
championship, like 35-14. Like, come on, dude.
It was bro, you barely got by it. Yeah,
you got lucky.
You got lucky, real lucky. I mean, Allen was close, but he did miss the throw. I can't defend that. He missed the throw. He had more time. He could have set his feet and made the pass more accurate, but it starts with the coaches. I don't know why they went for 2. They saw that the Philly wasn't doing much, so just play for overtime. You've seen that Philly's struggling offensively really, really bad. Why not just play for overtime?
That is the one argument I think you have in favor of going to overtime. But I suspect that they saw what happened to the Rams, and there was another overtime game recently. It was the Rams-Seahawks, and there was another one. Was it? Oh, the Commanders and Broncos?
No, the
Bears and Packers. Yeah, that was one.
With Caleb Williams hit the touchdown, walk-off touchdown.
Well, yeah, but they didn't have to go for 2 on that one or anything. But the concern is the team that gets the ball last and like wins the coin flip and defers, they get all 4 downs and sort of control their destiny. So the Bills' thinking was, we get to control our destiny here in this moment right now. Why leave it up to a coin flip? and let them have 4 downs all the way down the field. Like, it's just too much. The degree of difficulty is just too high. But I understand your argument about that offense. That offense just turns off sometimes, and they just become putrid, dude.
Yeah, so
I
that's
can't
what
even
I was saying.
explain it.
Like in this game, based on what Philly did the whole second half, you should have had the confidence to be like, well, worst case they get the ball, but best case is our defense just gives them a quick 3 and out or 4 and out, and we get the ball in the great field position, and we just hit the field goal or hit the touchdown, whatever the case is. But we have confidence that Josh Allen can take us there, and our defense can help tag along.
Yeah, but the problem is the Bills were struggling a little bit offensively too. I know they had just went
Not
on
as
a
bad
drive,
as the Eagles, though. I mean, the Eagles couldn't complete a pass the whole second half.
Yeah,
I get it was raining, like you said, but it did eventually stop. It wasn't pouring rain. I mean, the Bills were playing in the rain too, so it's not like only the Eagles were getting rained on. So it was just like, I don't know, man. I just feel like that wasted Allen's effort, just going for the 2. Yeah, he was close to pulling it off. That's great if he does, but in this case, based on your defense doing so well and the Eagles not doing anything on offense, I like my chances going to overtime, stopping them if they get the ball first. Or if we get the ball, we have momentum because we just went down the field and scored. So, it's basically reading the room and looking at the momentum in your favor and running with it. But it cost them the game, and I mean they're still in the playoffs. But I didn't like I don't like 2-point conversions to try to win the game.
like do or die 2-pointers. Yeah.
It's too
I know
risky.
you don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you end
stuff.
up in that kind of situation, it feels like, anyway, with the current overtime.
But it all stems from that block PAT because they wouldn't even be in that situation if they
Yeah.
had not blocked that PAT.
Man,
So
block PATs are such a killer, like such a buzzkill.
they are.
They can really reverse momentum in a strange way.
Because your offense just is like, all right, we did our part. All this guy has to do is kick the ball, and it's
Yeah,
not a difficult kick.
there's a big difference between 6 and 7. I mean,
Yeah.
6 is 2 field goals. 7 is you got to make 3 to make that. Yeah,
You got to have
overcome that.
three drives and hope you come out with points or
Yeah.
field goals. But yeah, it pretty much cost them the game, that PAT.
Yeah. The Eagles got to get something offensively figured out going into the playoffs, though. They cannot survive that way. They cannot make it out of the tournament looking like that offensively.
As good as their defense is, it's going to be tough to beat the Seahawks.
You
beat
can't
the Rams.
you can't expect to
The
stop
Bears.
offenses all game. To win games scoring 13 points, whatever it was, you can't expect to win games like that. They not
Right.
get all the way to the Super Bowl. No way.
Nah, but we'll see. We'll see what they get in the playoffs. I think they're the second seed right now.
They might get the Rams.
Ooh, I would
No, they're not the second seed. They're the third.
I think the Bears are the second seed. I mean, that would be a good matchup. Rams versus the Eagles. You guys have a chance to get revenge for that earlier loss in the season that you guys should have won the game. But
Yeah, I don't know if we're getting revenge.
we'll
I
get to that.
I think Philly's gonna have a get right game against us if we play
Who do they play next? Let me see.
a division, probably Commanders.
Then they just played them like last week. It is.
Oh yeah, it is the Commander.
Oh god, another doo-doo game, but it's all good.
Yeah, the divisional games. All these last week games are divisionals. They always schedule a divisional for the last game. But yeah, I guess we can move on. Josh Allen lost his cape on that final play, man.
That was
Got torn off.
That was not all the way his fault. It's partially his fault because he missed the throw, but it's more the coach's fault for putting him in that situation. Now, if you don't put him in that situation, you take the PAT, then he could put his cape on in overtime. Get a little breather, get some Gatorade in his system, regenerate his juices and his body and his fluids. He'll be all right. But don't put him in the spot like that where it's do or die. Like, hey, Allen, go. I know we asked a lot for you, but one more thing. Can you get this 2-point conversion for us? Thanks, pal. Appreciate you. No, man, don't put him in a spot like that.
I mean, Josh wanted to go for 2, I think. It's not.
That's where you as a coach put your foot down. Be like, Allen, hey,
you're a retard.
no, relax, man. Go ahead. Come sit over here on the bench. Dry yourself. You're wet. It's raining. The field's wet. we're gonna go to overtime, and you're gonna have a chance to win the game. That's just me. If I was the coach of the Buffalo Bills, which I'm not, but if I was, I would have gone for the PAT, won the game in overtime, and potentially, have a chance to win the division.
Yeah, you don't like those overtime or
Not the biggest fan of 2-point conversions.
Yeah, those 2-pointers.
Too risky. Too risky.
They are really high risk. And here I have an image up. You can see Josh Allen. He lost his cape. Lost and found box.
He's gonna.
I told the AI to put an MVP trophy along with it because his MVP got lost alongside his cape. But they of course put a Lombardi in there with most valuable player etched on it. So
it's close enough. I mean, he's gonna get one of those anyways.
Nah, I don't know.
Might be this year. It might be this year. I'm just speaking into existence.
But, hey, you try. You can try. Well, I guess we can move on to the next game. We've got Bears versus 49ers. Oh, boy, was this a game. Oh, this might have been game of the year. This game was crazy.
This might have been the game of the year, man. This was like nonstop, no defense, all gas. No break.
Yeah, dude. This game was crazy, dude. Like, with a little bit of better clock management, I think the Bears should have won this game. They just had too few opportunities once they got down to the red zone.
The only difference was the 49ers scored a touchdown. One more touchdown, the Bears had to settle for a field goal.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it was. It was 38-42. So basically they were both tied at one point, and then one team got a field goal, the other team got a touchdown.
They just ran out of time. They didn't have enough time once they got down there inside the 10. They had one play, and they didn't get it done. And if they had a full 4 downs, I think the Bears win.
Yeah. I thought whoever had the ball last was going to win the game. I thought, with the Bears, but, they
just didn't have enough time
to
go down and get that last score.
That field goal really kicked them in the ass, because if they would have scored and made it 42 and the 49ers go back and score 42, then we'd be, going to overtime.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But that field goal, they had to settle for a field goal, and one team settled for a touchdown. That was pretty much the difference.
Yeah.
One team scored, one team didn't.
Yeah, but, man, what a game. Really, I don't have too much to say about this other than, man, what a game. Yeah, their defenses didn't do much, but, when you have two offenses clicking like that, it's like, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Let me ask you this. I see a lot of people say, no, he's not. Yes, he is. Is Brock Purdy elite?
Yes. At this point, I'm thinking he's developing. He's right on that cusp right now of becoming who he really will be.
Yeah, I think a lot of people didn't give him credit because he has
system
weapons
QB,
around him. Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
With a lot of weapons. He has Debo.
I think Kittle. This is his come out year.
Yeah,
I think this is the year he's changing minds, dude.
Yeah, because he don't have Debo no more. In his last game, Kittle was out. Yeah, C-Mac.
Do they even have? They don't have Ayuk.
No, Ayuk. I don't know what he's doing. Last I saw, he was speeding 100 miles an hour past the stadium because he's mad about his contract or whatever, and he's basically kind of falling off. But yeah, I mean, new receiving core. Kittle was out this game for the Bears, and all he has was C-Mac pretty much. But he had another 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, my God, he's like, if he carries this into next year, he might be the MVP next year.
Next year, yeah. I mean, based on how they're playing right now,
he has to stay healthy though.
He does.
Like, they can't afford to keep having their quarterback go down every year.
But Mac Jones did all right. But yeah, Purdy is that guy. I think now, I kind of had my doubts. Okay, well, Mac Jones was doing really well. Should you really pull him out for Purdy based on how well Mac Jones was playing? But no, Purdy.
Internally, they must have known. Yeah, Brock Purdy can ball.
Yeah, he's our guy, and Purdy, he's showing us why he's a starter now.
Man, did you see some of those moves he made to dodge the defenders and then throw a touchdown? Like, that was very Mahomes, sort of Allen-esque.
Mahomes, yeah, that was very Mahomes-like. I'm glad that he's inspiring the younger generation already.
But Purdy's, to me, he's not all that. He's not just he's not leaning on the right. He's a pocket guy.
He's a pocket guy.
So he's developing his pockets. See, this is what the quarterback Kyle is developing him right now the way quarterbacks should be developed.
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan. I know I said Ben Johnson for Coach of the Year based on the Bears' success, but man, what Kyle Shanahan has been doing this year based on the injuries, they don't even have Nick Bosa, Fred Warner's out. It's kind of hard not to like look at him and say that's the Coach of the Year because
I think he's the best coach in the league.
Oh, he's up there. I mean, he has to win that Super
Who do you
Bowl.
like, Andy?
I would say Andy Reid is probably the best coach in the league.
I think right now, given
Kyle
what's
Shanahan
happened
right now, this year.
I think he's. How many teams can survive what he survived this year? I don't think any. Sean can't.
He can't survive right now.
Yeah, Sean gets 2 players injured, and it's like the year is over.
Yeah,
he cannot operate without his starters.
Yeah.
Kyle can play his practice team and win 10, 11 games. Who can do that?
I wouldn't go.
Nobody does that.
But
I don't know. I feel like they have so many injuries year in, year out. No matter who it is, McCaffrey, Kittle, Trent Williams.
Trent Williams went down Sunday too. I forgot about.
What's his face on defense? Fred Warner.
Nick
the leader.
Bosa.
They could have the leaders of the team, quarterback. Doesn't matter. They're a contender no matter what. They're just insanely well coached.
They are, man, and hopefully, they finish the year off with the ring. I know you hate the 49ers. I know you hate
fuck
that.
them. I'll acknowledge that they're good, but fuck them motherfuckers.
I know you would hate to see them win a chip, but
ugly ass uniforms.
It's looking inevitable right now, man. So it looks like they're destined to, finally Mahomes is not there to stop them. So. And
I don't want Seattle to win it either, really though. Fuck, man. If it can't be the Rams, like I look at this bracket and I'm like, only the Bears would be intriguing to me. God, please let it don't be Philly, San Francisco, or
I'm with you
Seattle.
with Philly. I don't want to see Philly, throw for 20 yards in the game and win 10-7 because the defense is just so great. Man, I'm trying to watch points galore. I'm a points whore. I want to see points scored. So give me more. So I want to see the 49ers. I don't really want to see the Seahawks. I'm going to be honest. I don't want to see the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. I ain't trying to see Sam Darnold throw 2 interceptions or 3 interceptions in the big game.
And still win?
I wouldn't say he's going to still win, but,
Probably would. Yeah. If he makes it, I don't know. I just don't know.
I want to see Superman on the big stage, putting his cape on.
Against Purdy?
Purdy. Whoever it is, Purdy, Sam Darnold, Caleb Williams, whoever the NFC wants to bring the Superman, he's going to, no matter what, he's going to take care of his business. Maybe throw 3 touchdowns, rush for 2 more, 5 total touchdowns, Super Bowl MVP. But anyways, 49ers. I like them coming out the NFC. I think they were flying a little bit under the radar because the Rams and Seahawks, were the top.
Well, they're not flying under anymore.
Now they're over the radar. This, primetime game showed the world, or I guess last week was their, coming out party for the rest of the league or the casuals that don't really watch football like that.
They put the league on notice, dude.
They put the league on notice. They beat our ass, and then they come and put up 42 points on the Bears, who, they're a contending team. They're a good team, the Bears. I'll give them that.
What do you mean? They're a contending team.
They're
right there.
They're
at
right
the top.
Right there, but there's levels to this, man. It's 49ers.
No, dude, they're right there with the 49ers. They were right there.
The 49ers are just so experienced, so that's the difference. Like, come playoff time is the whole different ball game.
Ben Johnson has playoff experience.
Not as a head coach.
Okay, but whatever.
So, Brock Purdy's been in the big game. He's been to the biggest game. So I like the 49ers just based off experience, coaching, the quarterback. C-Mac is a hell of a player.
Yeah.
Kittle.
That's their big X factor.
Yeah, C-Mac, man. He's such a baller. But, this was just a great showing of football, great game. The Bears, I know I was kind of hard on Caleb Williams, but, man, it's like he gets better every week. And
he does.
I honestly thought that they were going to get blown out against the 49ers, but the fact that they were able
They always seem to prove you wrong. Like, at some point, you got to admit, they're a pretty good football. Good football team.
They're a good football team. They're a very good football team, but it's just not their time yet. It's just,
okay.
Rookie coach. Has there ever been a rookie coach to take his team to the Super Bowl in his first year? I don't think so. We can look into it right now.
Damn. Oh, no, he wouldn't be a rookie, no. There's been first-year head coaches with new teams, but I don't know a rookie. Bill Belichick wasn't a rookie yet, no. No, because he even coached with the Browns.
He coached with the Browns. So we got Don McCaffrey with the Baltimore Colts. So that
Oh, my God.
Super Bowl 5. And George Seifert with the 49ers, Super Bowl 24.
Ugh. Ancient.
Really? Super Bowl 24? I thought that was, what's his name? Bill Walsh.
Yeah, Walsh.
But I guess that wasn't him. I guess he had already left. But yeah. So I guess it's been done before, but only twice. So
yeah, I don't record. You can make an argument. There's a good reason why every team should not be in the Super Bowl because it's never happened before.
Yeah, it's just the 49ers, man. They've just been always so close, and you know, they've been in 2 Super Bowls since 2020, and they lost both by basically choking pretty much, you know, which is the biggest, I guess, glaring issue with Shanahan is he can't finish the game, kind of like McVay, where they just, I guess, put their take their foot off the gas and let the team come back, because they were both, you know, the 2 Super Bowls they did lose, they were winning both games.
Yeah, you'd have thought they would have just taken those games over.
Yeah, so maybe he's learned from that, maybe he hasn't, but I wouldn't mind seeing Shanahan get a ring finally.
And if Shanahan makes it to a Super Bowl this year, it's not going to be against the same guy he faced the last 2 times.
Yeah,
it's going to be against a fresh opponent.
Yep. Maybe he'll have a chance because he's not playing that guy.
That guy, yeah.
15. But yeah, I mean, maybe that's an NFC Championship preview. Who knows? Maybe that's what we just saw. I doubt it'll be the same high-scoring game it was this Sunday, but
maybe not, but could be.
It'll be a hell of a game. It'll be
a fun one. Rematches of that magnitude would be fun. Yeah, if it can't be the Rams, which I'm thinking no, I hope it's the Bears. They're the only team I see in this conference that would interest me. I like to see teams that haven't won in a long time have an opportunity to win. That's why I think Jaguars or Texans would be so interesting from the AFC, because neither of them have even made a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
so it'd be cool,
Texans
man.
Being the newest team in the league, technically, because they're the last team to get added on to the league. So I don't know. I wouldn't want to see either or, but I'd rather see it. Superstar Josh Allen in the Super Bowl, you know, and I'm sure most of America would feel the same exact way. They want to see this, you know, one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the league in the big game. Not
Sam
Trevor Lawrence, not
CJ Stroud.
No, definitely not CJ. Oh, that Texans offense, boy.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Their defense, I wouldn't mind seeing, but their offense is just so lackluster. I don't want to see that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we covered this game well enough. I mean, amazing game. Just 2 good teams going at it. It's really hard to be too hard on either team for winning or losing. They just both perform really well. Defenses weren't really a factor, but that's okay. Good offenses, I think, should beat defenses. If you really got an offense like that, you should be putting up points. That's what it is.
It hurts your heart to give the 49ers props.
Yeah, it always hurts, dude. It always hurts. But I gotta be realistic. Shit. How can I deny what they've been doing lately? All right. So man, I just don't even want to move on, dude. Can we? Fuck, man, I don't want to talk about this. Next game we got up is Rams versus Falcons.
Woo! What a game! What a game! What a game, man! Did you happen to watch that last night?
No, I missed it.
Oh man, let me break it down for you. All right. So there's this guy named Bijan Robinson. I don't know if you heard of him. He's kind of like almost like a Barry Sanders like player, bro. Like he made so many guys miss last night.
Chill.
He made so many guys miss last night, bro. He broke for a 93-yard run last night. They were up 21-0. 21-0 at the half. Let me look at my notes here. This was only the Rams' 3rd time being shut out in the half. First time was in the Super Bowl against the Patriots a couple years ago, and then against the Saints last year in 2024. So in the Sean McVay era, they've only been shut out twice in the first half until yesterday. That was the third time. So a little interesting fun fact that if you didn't know, now you know.
Nothing real fun about it, but
let me see. But hey, I felt like the Rams are a tough coach team, and they showed a lot. They didn't give up. They could have gave up. They didn't give up. They kept fighting.
Oh, the only reason they were in this is because of that fluky blocked punt or blocked field goal that returned all the way for a touchdown. That was a 10-point swing. Otherwise, we wouldn't have even been in this game.
Correct. Do we not give the Eagles credit for doing special team plays that give them momentum?
Not really. I think the Rams deserve to beat the Eagles. I don't really consider that good on the Eagles. They got a fluky win early in the year.
Well, touchdown's a touchdown. The Rams did what they had to do. Clutch field goal block gives them the touchdown. And next thing you know, it's a one-score game. And, it almost felt reminiscent of the Super Bowl where the Falcons were up over 21 points and they were about to choke again. I said, no way. They even showed the owner on the sideline. He had that blank stare like he had in the Super Bowl.
Arthur blank stare.
Yeah. I was like, oh, man, he probably got PTSD flashback.
No, but we ain't like that.
You ain't Brady. I'll give you that.
We ain't like that.
12. Yeah, you ain't like that at all. And so close, but I'll give props to Kirk Cousins. He, usually
Kirk didn't do shit. Kirk really didn't do shit.
He drove him down the field when it mattered for the field goal.
Kirk didn't do shit.
But it was a Bijan Robinson show.
It was Bijan.
And, man, he balled out. He made guys miss in the backfield. It looked like he was about to go down for losses, but he somehow found a way to make a guy miss.
Yeah, man, our tackling, we're ass. God, we are so ass.
Shit, it was a shit show tackling job.
Jared Verse, man. Teach that. Dude, that guy needs to be running tackling drills until next training camp. That dude don't get to go home and see his family.
The amount of, like I said, I thought I was seeing Barry Sanders out there for a second, man. The way y'all was missing tackle.
Oh, my God, we're horrible. Over the past 5 weeks, we're a bottom 5 defense in almost every metric.
With that being said, man, the Rams are going to be all right.
No, they are. All right in what sense?
They're going to win next week.
Who fucking cares? And I'm not even convinced of that.
Who do you guys
remember when I said I'm not convinced we'll win out? And you're like, oh, come on, man. Y'all are winning out. And I was like, I don't know.
You guys don't think you're going to beat the Cardinals? Come on.
I think the Cardinals will come in with all renewed confidence that they can beat us.
I don't see you guys losing 3 games in a row right before the playoffs. That would be crazy. I don't see that happening, man. But anything's possible. I didn't see you guys losing to the Falcons.
Yeah, it really is possible. Everyone thinks they could. Everyone has confidence against us right now, dude. I'm telling you.
I guess
we're frauds.
If I feel a little down on myself, I'll put a Rams game on and, make myself feel better.
I don't know how that would make you feel. Why? Because it makes me. I'm out there suffering, so that makes you feel better to know there's somebody out there suffering more than you. Is that what you're saying?
Not you per se, but the Rams. Like, all right, well, I can't be that bad. Look at the Rams.
Oh my God. Life can't be that bad. It's because it's worse than for them motherfuckers.
It's gonna be all right, man.
No. Here. Okay, man. Oh man, do I take you guys on a ride? Are you guys ready for this bullshit?
Go ahead.
Here we go. All right, so I'm really trying to I'm usually good at handling adversity. I'm good at handling grief. I'm good at handling trauma. Usually, I handle these things pretty well. I shrug it off. I get past it. Now, granted, I've never had any severe trauma in my life. Very few things like that. I have never lost limbs. I've never been given 6 months to live. I don't know how I'd cope with that, but usually my coping process is pretty good. I'm trying to reach acceptance on the Rams season that this is not our year. Like, we were fool's gold. This is probably the most embarrassed I've ever been to be a Rams fan. And it's tough. It's been very difficult for me to get past it. I'm not going to lie. Usually, I'm pretty good about reaching that level. And I've been trying to force it. I've been trying to force it to accept the inevitable. But you know what really fucking pisses me off? Man, it just irks the fuck out of me, man. Is these Rams-centric channels, even some people in the mainstream media that still sing the praises of this Rams team. Even after this Atlanta game, I still see people online like, oh, but we still can win the Super. Are you fucking kidding me? The Super Bowl? We'll be lucky to win a playoff game. God, you guys are the worst. You guys are the reason why our players are all smiles after the Seahawks loss and shit. God, you guys fucking piss me off, man. And here I am. I'm trying to work through my grieving process, and you guys are fucking it up. You guys piss me off more almost than the Rams. Like, I'm serious, dude. Like, have you heard... I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with the psychology of the 5 stages of grief. There's 5 stages of grief. When somebody goes through a traumatic experience, you work through the 5 stages. And I'm trying to reach the 5th and final stage. It's important to do that. I usually try to speed run the steps and get back to the new normal. But
let me look at those stages.
Okay, number 1, we've got... I'll walk you through them. Number 1,
denial.
We got denial. And that's where I was. I was in stage 1 after the first Seahawks game, 21-19. I said, you know what? They had a 60-yard field goal. We had 4 interceptions. They didn't deserve to win. We're a better team. We're still the best team in the league. But I was in denial. There were warning signs in that game of things to come. That's where I was at. I reached stage 2, however. Stage 2 and 3 of me are interchangeable. I reached stage 2, and that was bargaining. Bargaining was where I got first. And bargaining came after the Carolina game for me. I said, you know what? Carolina played a damn near perfect game. On the opportunities where they had to get it in the high leverage moments, they not only succeeded, but they succeeded perfectly. We had 3 turnovers, they had none, and barely beat us. You know, if that's what it takes to beat us, good luck, NFL. You can't rely on playing us perfectly every game. That was a fluky loss. Not many are going to come after that, and that's probably going to be our last of the season. That was me sort of coping. That was bargaining. Not trying to twist myself into pretzels as to why this wasn't bad. But it was bad. Then we reached anger. That's where I was after the Seahawks' second loss, or the second Seahawks game when we lost. And that's where I'm still at.
And it still sounds like you're there.
These motherfuckers online are keeping me there, I swear to God. And I can't resist the urge to go see what other people say about the game. Maybe that's just my coping mechanism. I can't resist the urge. But even on first things first, after the Seahawks loss, they still had us ranked at the top of the league. Now, they moved the Seahawks up to the top bracket with us. But are you kidding me after that? No, we are not at the top of the league. We are not in tier 1 or whatever. Are you joking? People are not evaluating the Rams as they should be over the course of that Carolina loss. Every game has had issues. We've been revealing cracks in the foundation. Every step of the way, we've looked worse and worse. Even when we've won games, there's been problems. Look how bad Detroit looks against everybody else besides us. God, they can barely play football, right? They're in disarray. But when they play us, they score 35. Huh?
So I don't know what happened to the Lions, honestly.
Yeah, they look horrible against everybody but us. Atlanta, they've never played a game quite like that I've seen, except against us. So, yeah, I'm being kept in the anger stage because I can't tolerate the stupidity of people online that still talk about the Super Bowl. We're a joke. And Sean McVay, I don't know what he's doing, but it's not enough. Stafford says, well, I feel like I'm good at handling losses as just about anybody. Are you? I'm starting to question that because you have not responded very well. After that Seattle loss, you didn't do shit in the fourth quarter. It took overtime to really muster up the offense. You could have put an end to that game. You had so many opportunities to do that. But you failed until we got to overtime. And then in this game, you just looked like a totally different quarter. You killed your MVP chance. I hope Drake May wins it. You're a bum.
Oh, no.
Dude, you're a bum.
Not a bum.
Bum.
No.
If I was McVay, I'd be standing there. You guys suck, dude. You guys suck. We're staying here till March. We're going to get this shit together. If we don't win a playoff game, I don't care. We're still staying here till March.
March?
Yeah, so we can be sure. Or February. So we can make sure we have our shit together going into next season. And if we don't, I'm canceling all the vacations and off time. Fuck seeing your families. We got to get this shit together. Tell them you'll see them in the off season. God, you guys are ass, dude.
How do we get you to stage 4 and 5? I want to help you out, man. I don't want
Depression. Okay, stage 4. Here's when stage 4. I'm confident it will come.
Playoffs
after we lose our playoff game.
Oh man, that's gonna be a tough show for me, man. Because I know you're gonna have your head down. I'm gonna feel like almost like survivor's guilt in a way because I'm like, great, I can't even be happy around Fitz because he's gonna be having a gray, rainy cloud. I already hit 5 stages myself, as you can tell. You know, I hit rock bottom a couple episodes ago where I was living on the streets, drinking 40 ounces and stuff. But now I'm just accepting. It is what it is.
It is, yes.
I see the light.
The good thing about the stage 4, the depression stage, usually I don't stick around there long. I don't linger. I usually don't linger. Really, I work through the steps usually pretty quickly, as long as it's not severe trauma. Like if I was given 6 months to live, I can't tell you what I would feel. You know, that's kind of a different story than your football team not playing well.
Yeah, it's a little different.
But this, you know, the Rams' success, it's important to me. I had high expectations for the season. I really thought we were flying high. We were Super Bowl favorites, and God, we look like absolute frauds. And it's been difficult to watch, been difficult to handle. It's embarrassing to come onto the show and talk about what just happened. I don't even really care about the football game, just the embarrassment I'm suffering as a Rams fan.
The fact that you still have that hoodie on is, I don't know, man. This is a lot about your character, but I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to question you and your clothing, apparel, attire choices. But, you know, if you haven't noticed, I'm just wearing the Suns hat because that is my basketball team from, you know, Phoenix. But, you know, at least you're staying committed to your team. You're still wearing that garbage on your chest. But, hey, it might be the last time you get a, NFC championship jacket?
You know, growing up, I was like, one of these days in a decade, 20 years, however long it takes, we'll get a Super Bowl, and we eventually did. So
you did.
I'm in it for the long. I'm in it for life. You know.
So that might have been the last Super Bowl you might win, the one you won a couple years ago.
You mean for the rest of my life? God, I hope not. Well, I got to see my team win another in adulthood. I always was kind of hoping because I was so young, like not so young, but like I was young for the first one. I was just getting into football, and as a full-blown fan, I wanted to see them win another. We did do that. Now it would be more a matter of passing the fandom on to my kid, and it would be nice, and when he starts watching football, to see them win one. I'm sure because I'm a Rams fan, he may become one too. I don't know if that's how it works. Maybe he'll like some other team. That's okay too, but. Yeah, it's just an embarrassment, man. And I have to sit here and listen to these motherfuckers talk about how we're still the best team and, oh, we lost our guys. You know, Devontae will come back, Lamar Jackson will come back, our offensive line. Fuck, who cares? Like, Sean's sad. Look at what Kyle Shanahan had to endure. And he's vying for the 1 seed. We lose a guy, and it's like our team completely collapses. It's pathetic, dude.
I'm going to be one of those motherfuckers that you speak of, and I still think the Rams could do something in the playoffs, man. I don't know what they're going to do. It might not be.
What does that mean, do something?
You know,
beat Philly?
Is that not something?
Yeah, who cares? Who cares?
You could beat Philly. You could beat the NFC South, whoever comes out, whether it's the Panthers or Buccaneers. You could beat them.
I don't even know if we're getting that game. We're probably going to have to go to Philly.
I think you guys could beat Philly. Based on their struggles
in Philly, the truth of the matter is, playing playoff teams in cold weather, Sean McVay's like 2-8.
Well, you did go up there last year and almost beat them.
Almost beat them, yeah.
Maybe this year you'll finally get the job done.
No, we'll choke like we always do.
I'm trying to be that motherfucker to put that positive thought in your head because I still like the Rams over the Eagles. I still like the Rams over the Bears. I still like the Rams over the NFC South, whoever comes out of that shit division. The fact that there's someone coming out of that shitty division is crazy, but it is what it is. That's NFL rules.
After what you've seen over the past 5 weeks, like, how can you like them against these teams, man?
Well, for one, the NFC South is dog shit. So
I know, but everyone looks better against us. Look, our defense is so
you guys can't lose 3 in a row. First of all, so I know you'll
Yeah,
beat
we
the
can.
Cardinals. I
This
know
team sucks.
this team does not. This, like I said, when you lose, when you haven't won a single game since fucking November, when it was still 100 degrees outside for me. That's the last time we won a game. So until then, I don't want to hear you say nothing about suck or frauds or trash or garbage because I've been there. But the Rams are going to be all right. They're gonna probably make it to the championship game. They're gonna play in the wild card, so they'll probably make it out the wild card for sure. I'm willing to bet nothing on it, but I'm willing to bet.
See, you don't really believe shit, man. You do not
first of
believe
all,
in this team.
I don't bet. That's why. But if I was a gambling man, which I can be sometimes, but if I was, I would bet that the Rams would come out the wild card. They'll be whoever they face, whether it's Philly, the Buccaneers, or Panthers, or maybe the Bears. I'll bet my chances that they'll win that game, and then whoever they play in the divisional, whether it's the 49ers or the Seahawks, that might be a little bit tougher. So maybe you'll win one playoff game. That might be it. That's better than nothing, though, right? Better than nothing. I mean, I know you were Super Bowl. Yeah, Super Bowl aspirations. I mean, we all have Super Bowl aspirations. That's we root for the team we root for. But maybe you had a more realistic chance than I did as a Colts fan to watch your team go to Super Bowl. But that window still hasn't fully closed. You might finally, get your shit together and, play like how you were playing weeks 1 through 15 before that shit hit the fan.
Yeah, I don't know. One through more like weeks, like 10 through 12.
Yeah, something like I don't know. It was so long ago I can't even recall.
Yeah,
but
I know.
I think you'll be all right. I think you might make it to championship game. I mean, you beat the Seahawks once. Yeah, Sam Darnold, played a shitty game that first game with 4 interceptions, but
We survived the Seahawks once.
you survived the Seahawks once. That means you can't do it again. That don't mean you can't. Sam Darnold won't turn the ball over again, which he's been prone to. I mean, he turned the ball over against the Panthers. He's probably going to turn it over against you guys. I know your defense has been kind of shit lately, but Sam Darnold's, he kind of likes to be shit too sometimes. So it'll be a shit off for who's more shittier, Sam Darnold or the Rams defense.
I think Sam's better than our defense. I think if he plays our defense again, we're fucked.
Yeah,
he's going to finally get that clean game he's been looking for, and oh man, they're going to throttle us. God, if we have to play the 49ers. And you talk about being embarrassed.
49ers, yeah, that might be a tougher game. That might be an ass whooping. Yeah. We all have to witness live on national TV, and I don't want to see that for you because then you'll
the only hope we have is that the 49ers defense, they can't really pass rush.
Yeah,
and if you give Stafford and Puka all that time,
and Adams back, don't forget Adams now.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but
don't brush him out like he's not. He's a very big piece of that offense, Adams.
He is. He opens a lot up for him. But if our defense can't play, then we're just in a shootout every game. And the 49ers can close out games pretty good. Like, they can run the ball reliably. I do like the way the Bears started playing McCaffrey, though.
In what way?
Like, later on in the game, they started, I think, bottling him up a little bit more. I mean, other guys were open, but, like, you just can't let Brock Purdy check it down to McCaffrey all game.
That's what I saw. I saw McCaffrey still making plays. I don't know what they did to bottle him up, but I'm sure that
he did. I mean, he was going to eat regardless, but, like,
yeah. You
got to situationally stop him, at least in the pass game. You cannot let a check down go for 12 yards.
No,
every game or every
those
play.
are like paper because they'll kill you slowly.
Yeah, and they're just too easy.
Yeah, but yeah, man, your Rams, they're gonna be all right. I say you said what was their ceiling? Divisional. I say their ceiling is conference championship. And maybe we'll both be wrong, and you'll be a happy camper because they'll be in the Super Bowl playing against Josh Allen, and you'll be
dude.
You'll be tooting and booting, that week until you guys lose to Josh Allen. Then you'll be back in stage 1, which is denial, and then we'll have to start the process in the offseason of getting you through the grievances, or the 5 stages of grief all over.
I'm wondering,
again.
like, if there's some kind of bet we could do, like, if they lose in the divisional round, you have to wear a Rams hoodie or a Rams beanie. And if they lose in the if they make it to the conference or above, then I have to wear a Colts beanie or something. I don't know. We'll
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about what we can bet.
But yeah, I don't know if there's much left I want to say about this game. We fucking suck.
Yeah, trash. I don't want to see them on primetime again. I'm mad that I had to sit there and watch that shit show the Rams play.
Yeah, we suck in primetime this year too.
It's terrible.
And Drake May is gonna get that MVP, dude.
I hope so. For just for the sake of the game and the purity of the game and my love as a football fan, I hope Drake May takes that shit. Honestly, and I hope he throws it at Stafford's head for being an idiot. But yeah, other than that, great game, great Monday night game, great Monday night. I was on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, I didn't care.
Oh man,
I truthfully, when I saw what I saw, I was just like, I don't even care. Like the Rams just did not deserve that win, and I wanted them to lose.
I thought the Falcons were gonna pull another choke job of the century. I was like, oh my god. I was like, Arthur Blank's probably gonna have a heart attack with this.
God, one. I will say, Puka, if he pulled that catch in, that would have been insane,
that was a crazy catch, dude. That was so.
I thought he had it like in his left hand. I thought he was like, yeah, and then he just like took his hand off of it or something, or it slipped.
That was such a crazy catch. That guy is such a fucking
And then 2-2, they were saying, oh, this is pass interference or whatever. I mean, that's a tough call for the refs, I think, to make in that situation. Yeah, to turn the entire tide.
Locked up, though.
Yeah.
I mean, if you call him, it doesn't matter the situation in the game. They're gonna call you. You should call it no matter what, especially if it's that blatant. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you can argue they didn't. They really didn't. Yeah, you can argue they got robbed, but who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Honestly, fuck the Rams.
We did have another topic. We may save this one again because we're running pretty long on these topics. Rolling in here to power tiers. So let's just get going on that. Let's see. 1 second. All right. And then I got to switch frames here. Sorry about the delay. Now you can no longer see me, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. You see me? I actually have to. I forgot to switch the slides here. Let me put on an image of our new tier list this week.
The good old tier list, man.
All right. Yeah, we got it up. Do you have access? Do you have somewhere you can see it?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Go ahead and break it down first.
So, you know the rules. From top to bottom, if your team is separated by a tier, that means there's a more noticeable gap. If they are on the same tier, ordered left to right, if you're on the left, you're better than the team on the right, but there's a much smaller gap. Beyond that, the names of each tier. At the top, we'll settle it in January. That just basically means there's so many teams up here. The top and bottom of the league is so crowded, so top heavy, so bottom heavy. It's hard to tell who beats who. You're just going to have to figure it out in January. Oftentimes we have a good feeling about who's the Super Bowl favorite this year. You could say the 49ers, Patriots. I mean, in the AFC, it's a toss-up. So wide open. You can maybe argue 49ers, but even that's not a guarantee. Like last year's Philadelphia team felt like, oh, they're destined. There's no team like that this year. Then after that, in the second tier, you have leaking oil. You know what? I didn't put up my modified tier list. Shh. All right. You have leaking oil. This basically just means these teams are not going into the playoffs looking all that strong to me. They're not of the top tier. They are not Super Bowl favorites. They can maybe win a game, maybe two in the playoffs, but that's about their ceiling. And then down to the wire, you have the two teams trying to vie for playoff spots mathematically, but I don't know that they are going to do anything in the playoffs, man. I'm sorry. Even if they make it, they'll be lucky to get anything done once they're there. And let's see, trying to get our updated tier list here. After that, you have frisky but finished. Yeah, these teams can beat other teams, I think. Like, there are teams that can beat just about anybody on any given week, almost. But they're done mathematically. They're not making a playoff run. They're not contenders. Then you have the post-9 era. Post-9 era, basically, the Vikings are currently in their post-number 9 era. They just picked up their new number 9, and it's not looking good. The Detroit Lions are still trying to figure out their post-number 9 era. Their post-Matthew Stafford number 9 era. They're both in their post-9 eras, and they're both right neck and neck with each other. They have not been playing inspiring football over the course of the season. The Vikings have been picking up a little bit of steam, but I don't know if I see them any better than where they're at, honestly. And then the last tier, it's just a trash can emoji. They're trash. They trash. That's, I mean, really, how much more can I even say about this tier? I try to give them a special name every week, but I'm running out of ideas for you guys. You guys are trash. That's just what it is. So that's the tier list. I do have a updated tier list where I moved one team, and I'll try to get it up very shortly.
All right. Well, I'm going to react to what I have here in front of me, man. So, look, I know you're down on your Rams.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. I understand that. The 5 stages of grievance, I get it. For them to be down at the wire is straight up disrespectful.
Yeah, I got to get that put up real quick.
Oh, you got to.
Yeah, I put up I don't know how I got this tier list instead. This is so weird.
But you got the Bears, second best team in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, they competed. They went right down to the wire. The last play of the game against the best team in the NFL. So
you did better than the Seahawks?
I mean, the Seahawks had to have a miraculous comeback against a team that kind of mid.
Better than the Patriots?
Patriots are so hard to judge fully. I mean, they've faced some of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah, they beat the Jets' ass.
And they let the Bills come back on them. Man, I don't know.
Yeah, I would say, what made you put the Texans over the Jaguars? Because the Jaguars put belt to ass on the Broncos, and they
put belt to ass on who?
The Broncos last week. I know they just beat us, but you know we're kind of already checked out.
Did the Texans not beat the Bills most recently? Am I mistaken on that?
No, the Texans did beat the Bills.
I'm sorry, the Texans beat the Jaguars.
I'm trying to remember. When was the last time they played? When did they play? Hold on. The Jaguars beat them twice. Yeah. Yeah, because remember no. I'm sorry. No, because that's when the Jaguars choked the lead the last time they played, and Mills brought them back to win the game.
Yeah, so
they're 1-1 against each other. The Jaguars won game 1, and then the Texans won game 2.
So yeah, I put Houston above Jaguars just on that basis, but really nothing else right now.
I would say just because the Texans' offense is just so I guess mid. It's just not really inspiring.
Yeah. But do you really think Jaguars are the 5th best team in the league? I know you hate that team.
I don't hate them like that. No, I would say based on how they're playing right now, it's kind of hard to dispute that. But I would say leaking oil, I would move the Eagles down to leaking oil because that offense is shit. I mean, no pass completions in the whole half of a football game is crazy.
Yeah, I was kind of trying to figure out where to put them. They did just beat the Bills. And
I would
on the road, in the rain. I don't
care where it was. I would put the Bills and settle. I would switch the Bills and Eagles.
Even though the Eagles just beat them?
The Bills beat themselves. That's how I'm going to put it. The Bills beat themselves by going for 2 when they could have just took the PAT and probably most likely won the game in overtime. Because that offense that offensive output from the Eagles in the second half was just like left such a bad taste in your mouth if you're an
It
Eagles fan.
did. It did, but
So I would just for that off that basis alone, I would put the I would switch the Bills and Eagles. Packers, shit, I would honestly put them down on the wire. They don't even
just
have 10
because of the
wins.
QB injury.
That I mean, they're not even gonna hit 10 wins, and I don't know. I don't think they're gonna really do anything in the playoffs. I would probably put the Rams in Lincoln Oil. I would probably switch them with the Rams, wherever you put the Rams.
I
In
think
your
if
new
they get
fields.
Love back, they can probably beat the Rams.
Oh hell no, nah,
They're gonna
nah.
go into or not into anywhere. We're gonna have to go into Lambeau, and they're going to do what they did to the Cowboys. What was it
Nah.
last year?
No, 2 years ago it was like 42. Yeah, no, I don't see that
2 years
happening.
ago, yeah.
No way. Chargers. Did they just lose to the Texans? I don't know.
Hard to
Well,
place. Always
hard-
so
it's-
hard to place.
The Steelers and Ravens. It's probably down in the wire for them, to be honest, and the Panthers.
Well, the
and the
Panthers are
Bryce
currently.
Young. Bryce Young. I mean,
I know. It's tough
they're-
with them too. It is.
it's like the Ravens, Steelers, and the Panthers and Bucks are like, who's less shittier out of the shitty situation?
The reason I have the Panthers up there is because I
Beat
think
the Rams.
yeah, they can beat the Rams if they have to play the Rams. They
We can beat
can
the
maybe
Rams
beat
if
the
we-
Eagles. I don't know.
The Raiders could beat the Rams right now.
Yeah,
The Raiders.
I mean,
the Raiders could beat
it would
the Rams
it would
right
be a
now.
tight game.
I'm just kidding. No, it would not be no tie game. You know that.
It would be a coin flipper.
Frisky but finished. Honestly, I would take the Colts out of there. The fact
I knew
that we
you were
haven't
gonna
won
say
a
that.
game in like 8 weeks, yeah, it's kind of hard to deny that we're not trash.
Yeah.
Look, I know we all feel good about Phillip Rivers. It's a great story. But
I thought about it, but I just in my heart I couldn't do it because I like how Phillip has been playing. I think
We
their
trash.
defense has been kind of letting them down.
well, this game Rivers let him down by throwing that pick. So we trash. So I would move us down to the bottom. The fact that we haven't won a game, we probably won't win a game until next season. So we just got. I mean, the Falcons won recently. The Saints won recently. I'd probably put us right there next to the Chiefs and the Cardinals down there.
The Colts, you said?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
'Cause
You
these
think,
other
you don't think the Colts could beat the Vikings? Maybe even the Lions.
Probably not. Probably not.
God, I think Phillip would do. I think Phillip would play well. It's just a
Phillip-
question
Phillip
if your
Rivers-
defense would.
Literally almost had a Mark Sanchez moment by running into his lineman, and thank God he didn't fumble
You're
it.
being a little bit hard considering the circumstances. I think he's come in the league. Considering he should not be really doing anything. He should be throwing for like 70 yards a game, if that.
Well, yeah, considering that he came in like 2 weeks ago off the couch pretty much and not in shape, overweight, and has no arm left really. I mean, yeah, I guess he's doing the best he can with what he's got, but yeah, we still.
I have a hot take about Phillip.
That don't deny the fact that we trash, and it is what it is. Post-9 era. I mean, damn, you saying Jared Goff needs to go?
I'm just saying that they're
Lions
trying
are
to
just-
figure out and their Super Bowl window appears to be closing.
It appears to be closed. Maybe it's like a little crack left, a little crack.
If they
fresh-
could get like a great
Super Bowl
coordinator in
bridge.
there, like a Ben Johnson type, maybe.
The guy they just had. That's where it came from, right? Yeah, Ben Johnson came from the Lions.
Yeah. But if they
Yeah.
can get a Ben Johnson type, like
Another one.
yeah, like a good coordinator on offense to call the plays and stuff, maybe they can get it together.
that was a bad move. Now looking back at it, Dan Campbell taking over the play calling kind of killed the season. Because that Commanders team is just trash. So that his first game they get the Commanders, so it kind of helped. But now looking back at it, nah, they can maybe get Aaron Glenn back from the Jets since he had a shitty year, and they're probably gonna kick him to the curb and get their defensive coordinator back. Yeah, the only 9 post era 9 is the Vikings because they're probably gonna get rid of JJ.
You think they're looking at their real post-9 era?
Yeah,
They're getting rid of them?
they have to, or someone's gonna get fired. I don't know who, but that Sam Darnold, letting Sam Darnold go and seeing how he's doing with the Seahawks. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see him doing this well with the Seahawks. Sam Darnold, I don't think you did either. I don't think no one really did. I think we all thought last year, including the Vikings, clearly that it was just.
I thought he would be an upgrade on Geno.
I thought it'd be more like a lateral move, to be honest. Maybe a one more win better than Geno at that, but
I never really believed in Geno. I'm gonna be real with
you wrote him off.
Kinda. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna take you to the promised land.
No, I mean, there's only like realistically like 5 quarterbacks are gonna take you to the promised land. That's just the way the league is. It's really not really that balanced if you look at the grand scheme of things.
I don't know. I mean, you have
maybe
a lot of right now it feels pretty open ended. Trevor Lawrence could win the Super Bowl.
And he probably never will go back or get near another one again. That's just the name of the game. There's levels to it. There's a reason why Mahomes has been there like 5 times. There's a reason why Brady went there 10 times. Manning went there 4 times. Like, look how great Drew Brees was. He only went there 1 time. Big Ben went there twice. No, actually, he went 3
Drew
times.
Brees was historically unlucky in the playoffs in a couple of those years.
The Rams stole one from him. That's all good, though.
And so did the Vikings.
The Vikings stole one. Oh, yeah, the Minneapolis Miracle, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, he does have some shit luck, but that don't excuse it for all those other years. But, yeah, I mean, the rest of the list is pretty solid. I think you're being hard on the Rams. I would say they're leaking oil because that defense is a little suspect right now, a little shitty. But their offense is their offense. And I think if they get in a shootout and the other team defense can't hold up with the Rams, keep up with them, they could win the shootout. I like their chances of winning a shootout in the playoffs.
They got held to 0 points in the first half against the Falcons, bro. They're just so out of sorts, man.
They got off to a slow start,
Trash.
but look what they did in the second half. They got it rolling. They caught up. Almost won the game.
Because of a blocked field goal that they're not going to get in the playoffs. Yeah, man.
That is true. I mean, what are the odds of Stafford throwing a pick 6 or throwing
high?
Damn. Okay. Well, I'm still leaking oil with them. I'm gonna put them in leaking oil. I have confidence that their defense leaves a lot to be desired lately, but their offense is just so OP. Once they get Adams back, they're gonna be back to being OP. I think they'll be all right. They'll be all right.
I don't know. I just don't know if I believe in McVay's ability to coach them out of this shit.
Now it's a coaching issue, huh? That's crazy.
I don't know if I believe in any of the players to get them out of this shit.
Gosh, none of the players can. Oh God, it's worse.
Yeah, the coaches ain't coaching right. The players ain't playing right. I mean, that's what it takes to have a full blown collapse like this.
Okay.
And that's what they've had.
Collapses? You want to talk about collapses?
Well,
Week 10.
Yeah, I mean, look, bro.
Yeah,
okay, it's hard to compare anything to that. That is rough. I will grant you that. That is rough.
That's all right. I'm on stage.
God, remember when you guys were top tier?
That was like the first episode.
Yeah, I had you as the best AFC team.
Sometimes I'll run that back just to reminisce a little bit.
I don't blame you.
The meme with Wolverine laying on the bed with the picture.
Yeah,
that's me. Week 1 through 10. Yeah, week 1 through 10 Colts.
Yeah,
that's me in bed. Yeah,
that's sad. That's
all right. I'm in stage 5. I'm in acceptance. It is what it is. We trash. We haven't won a game since week 10, and it's all good, man. It's all good. You know, we had a great hell of 10 weeks.
Yeah, 10 weeks. It was a fun ride. You know, that's the way to look at it, man. Just like me, it was a fun season to be on top for as long as. It's always fun when you're on top, no matter how short of a window it is. It's always fun to ride high in that fashion and brag about your team or whatever. You know, be able to look at the power rankings and just just live in that, just soak it up.
Living it up. It inspired me to be. I was like, man.
And then we started the podcast, and it was.
Yeah, I was like, you know, the Colts are doing so good. I'm gonna start a podcast.
Yeah. The Colts are so good. I want to start a football podcast.
Yeah.
In retrospect, horrible idea. And it's looking that way for me too. So we shouldn't have done this.
Yeah, it's all good. It's too
Yeah.
late now. We're committed.
Yeah, we're
We
committed.
got renewed for another season.
Yeah. They picked up our contract. All right. I guess we can move on from the power tiers. Nothing too crazy here. It's just so hard to figure out so many of the teams. Look at that top tier. It's just ridiculous. It's hard to even argue over anything too much. So, yeah, we'll keep it moving on. Bring it back to full screen here. Make sure you can still see me. Okay, boom. And we're going to move on to the hot take segment.
You want to go first?
Can you see me?
Yeah.
All right. No, actually, why don't you go first?
I go first? All right.
Yeah, start us off.
So I'm going to defend my man Lamar still. I'm going to say in order to keep Lamar, you got to get rid of John Harbaugh.
I'm wondering if they should get rid of Lamar.
Oh, hell no, man. Lamar, the MVP, two-time MVP Lamar. The Lamar that threw for like 40 touchdowns last season, that Lamar. No, we can't do that.
Man, that report it's
We
fucked
can't
me
do that.
up. It's gotten in my head.
Man, we're all gamers here, man. What's wrong with playing a little bit of Black Ops, Call of Duty, or Battlefield? What's wrong?
I don't know. Till 4 or 5 in the morning when you've fallen asleep in meetings. That ain't good, man.
Double XP.
Not when you're the leading quarterback. If you're me, it's like whatever. But if you're the starting quarterback of an NFL franchise and you can't handle criticism and you're having a shitty season, like it's time to start get your shit together, man.
Let Lamar be
you're
Lamar.
You're not a kid.
He's not a kid, but he's a kid at the same time. We're all kids inside, man. We game because it reminds us of our childhood. Maybe he's just so stressed out. Playing the NFL is part of a very stressful job. Being a quarterback, a franchise.
I'm not saying he can't play video games, but put it in his contract that he has to be in bed by 10:30.
Yeah, bedtime. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I say if it's gone that bad where he's not talking to the coaches, you got to let the coach go and keep the quarterback. Don't make the same mistake Patriots did. What's that saying? A fool doesn't learn from his mistake, or a wise man learns from a fool's mistakes.
Some shit. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. A wise man learns from others' mistakes. Doesn't have to make the mistake himself. Yeah.
A fool learns from his own mistakes. A wise man learns from a fool's mistakes.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that. That sounded better the way.
Clearly, I ain't listening, but yeah. So, Ravens, be a wise man, not a fool man. So that's my hot take.
Okay. I'll say this is a hot take. I don't know. Lamar, it's so hard to know what to do in this situation.
You rather risk it and get rid of Lamar?
I don't know. You could maybe get some crazy draft capital for Lamar.
But what quarterbacks? Well,
you could bring in Jared Goff, see if the Lions would be interested, making a QB swap. Maybe throwing some picks, just like the Matt Stafford situation.
Nah. Didn't he just pay Lamar like 2 years ago? Or how long does he have left on his contract?
I don't know, but another team would probably pick up his deal. And like a trade. They wouldn't have to release him. I'm sure somebody would trade if they had the capital for something the Ravens were interested in.
Yeah, he signed a 5-year deal back in 2023, so he still got a couple years. Still got a couple years, man. So,
but in order to make a trade, you don't have to be out of your contract. You don't have to be a free agent.
You don't, but I don't know if any team's gonna want to pick that up. He got paid.
Why? You still think he's great?
Yeah, I do. And why? I mean, the Ravens. That's what I'm saying. The Ravens don't want to. They just paid him because they believe in him. They believe in him, and his contract's for $260 million, and his cap hit next year is $52 million. That's a lot on the cap.
If you're paying somebody $260 million on a contract, is it cool that they're the last one in, the first one out, playing video games till 6 a.m. or whatever? I don't even know. Yeah, I mean, falling asleep in meetings, you're the quarterback. You can't have it. You set an example. You have a dream job. You should be waking up being like, God, thank God I work here. I get just like Burrow says, I get to play a kid's game. And get paid millions.
And Burrow also said that a week later, this is not fun. I don't know what my future looks like.
Well, that's when you're getting injured and shit.
okay, well, he's getting injured, and maybe the only way he can cope with depression because he can't be out there with the boys playing football is playing Madden.
True,
Playing.
but Joe Burrow has an excuse kind of to say it. I mean, the Bengals are cheap, and they put turnstiles on offense in front of them. Like, his offensive line has been trash since he's been there.
Well, Lamar hasn't had the weapons. Maybe the Ravens are kind of skimping out on getting some good receivers out there.
They had D-Hop.
Man, come on.
They had
D-Hop.
OBJ.
OBJ, yeah, past his prime, torn ACLs, nah.
Matthew Stafford made him look all right.
Because he still had a little bit of juice left, and then after that, he was pretty much because he didn't tear his ACL yet.
Yeah, he was coming off an injury.
He was coming off, and he tore it again. So
yeah.
like, that's 2 ACL tears in your 30s. That's no good. So
yeah,
nah, we're not gonna say that Lamar made OBJ worse. It was just more of a natural decline per se.
yeah. I wonder what's happened to OBJ.
He's still a free agent. He hasn't officially retired, but he's not signed to any team. He was reinstated because he was on the juice for like 5 games. He had like a 5-game suspension, but
yeah,
he's still a free agent. So if the Rams need another guy, maybe they could bring him back.
Well, I'm just wondering, like, you think a guy like that would be on podcast or something, kind of telling their story, trying to get in the public eye? Yeah. Has he been on anything? Has he been doing anything?
He just wants to get back in the field.
Okay, but a good way to do that is to tell your story. Yeah. Go to Cam Newton's podcast. Go to the what's it, Pivot or whatever. Go to I don't know, Shannon.
Nightcap. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he dances on social media.
That ain't gonna do it. That's not gonna do the trick.
I mean, that shows that his feet still work. I mean, you gotta have feet to dance around and do
I
rhythm.
guess. Jesus.
But that's about all. I don't know.
Maybe that'll get him on Dancing with the Stars. He could do that.
I think he's getting a reality check this year.
He's done.
He's done. Like it happens to a lot of receivers. It happened to Terrell Owens for like the longest time.
Terrell got to play out a long time.
He did, but he didn't officially retire, or he didn't.
Oh yeah,
retired. True. The league retired him. Des Bryant, the same thing. He was also with the Ravens too. Now I remember, he joined the Ravens for like a year, and I don't know why receivers have a hard time letting go. I guess.
Well, there are probably a lot of players that have a hard time letting go that we don't hear much about.
Yeah, but. Yeah, I'm standing with Lamar. Like I said, that's my hot take. Get rid of the coach. Get a new coach that wants to work with Lamar and Lamar respects and listens to, where he won't be bored and fall asleep. So,
that's the issue. Just John Harbaugh's so boring. He's like the clear eyes guy up there, putting everybody to sleep, and Lamar has a good excuse. Like, oh man,
his
coach
voice is not resonating with Lamar, so it's time for a change.
Jeez, that's harsh. That's harsh.
Hey,
when that guy that's not being resonated with is playing video games still, whatever. All right.
I'm gonna look for his gamer tag. I'm gonna confirm it.
We got to figure out what he's playing and when. So let's do some investigative work. That's the next step. I think that's the next evolution of the pod. All right, we got my first hot take rather. If the overtime rules stay as they are, you'll get more games ending like Eagles versus Bills. I think people are going to be scared of losing the coin flip, giving another team all 4 downs to work with the entire length of the field, and then just getting a 2-point conversion and winning. When you also scored a touchdown feeling like, okay, like we should be in prime position to keep this thing going, but they just go for a 2-pointer and win. It's hard to figure out what the overtime rules should be, honestly. I'm not even sure if I like a team being able to win straight up on a 2-pointer. Because it keeps the team that possesses the ball first so clueless as to what they need. And like it's I know it's not as bad as like the old overtime rules, but man, it still feels like a huge advantage for whoever gets the ball second.
That's a hot take because I feel like the new overtime rules shouldn't like I guess, scare teams to like want to go to overtime because you do now get a chance if the other team does score first. You still get a chance. I mean, what are the odds that the team that scores first just goes straight for the 2 points?
It might be coming down to that.
I don't. That's a hot take because I feel like the new overtime rules are way better than they were before. Where like even
Well,
if you
they
make a
are.
field goal, from what I recall, I think even if you made a field goal,
Yeah, it was a
you win the game. It was already
instant win.
over.
Yeah, that was horrible. That was horrible. And I'm glad it changed to what it is. However, it still for some reason doesn't feel perfect to me. I don't know what you change it to. That's my problem. I don't have a good suggested solution built into this hot take.
I was gonna say college football. They start like I think the half of the field, and then the first team that doesn't get to score loses.
Yeah,
They touchdowns back and forth until one team doesn't get in the end zone.
Yeah, maybe you could do something similar to that.
But man, those games could
go on forever.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the NFL doesn't want to put that wear and tear on these players.
At least change it to something like that for the playoffs.
I like the rules the way they are. That's a hot take. 'Cause I think the overtime rules are fine the way they are now.
Even though you were very dissatisfied with this game.
I was very. I mean, because we don't know the reasoning why they did that. Besides, it's only like maybe the coaches just felt confident that Adams going to make that throw. But I don't think that's going to be a problem where teams are going to be scared to go to overtime. I think some teams look forward to overtime, especially if they're the ones with the momentum. But
maybe I don't know. I think it's a scary place to live in overtime. That coin flip you're leaving up so much up to that. I feel
it's
like
scary to go for the 2 and go for the win because now you don't get the 2 and you don't get the win, and that's what happened to the Bills. I'm sure they could do it over again. They probably would have gone for overtime instead.
But every coach should have a play in their playbook that's like, I don't know. When they absolutely do or die have to have a play on the goal line. And it's hard for a defense to stop that when you have so many things going on in a single play. I don't know. But yeah, we can move on. What's your second take?
This one's probably gonna piss you off, but I still have faith in the Rams doing something in the playoffs.
Yeah, you already know. I think that's a hot take. I mean, do I even really need to repeat all the reasons why? We've kind of went
over it, but
yeah, for 2 weeks straight now. Like
I don't know, man. It's just so hard to believe that they're just gonna be.
They've fully collapsed, like the ceiling's caved in.
Yeah, I still think there's still 1 or 2 wins for them in the playoffs that they can achieve.
Man, for a team like this, though, it's Super Bowl or bust.
It was, but damn, man. I mean, we'll see when Adams come back. I think once Adams come back,
you think we're a Super Bowl team?
I think you'll be better than what you are right now. I think.
Oh well, who cares?
I don't know. I'm still not out on the Rams. I still have faith in them.
They're a Super Bowl or bust team. So anything short of that is a disappointment. So I'm going to say this is a hot take.
Hot take. All right.
Yeah. All right. My second is Phillip Rivers has played well enough to expose how bad quarterbacking in the league is right now. Given the circumstances and degree of difficulty, his age, his lack of athleticism, his noodle arm, he has come in and like really almost exposed about half the quarterbacks in the league.
That's a warm take because a lot of people are kind of pointing that out. Like they were pointing out when he was like making the change in the line of scrimmage on Twitter, how like, wow, we don't see this anymore, where he was like making audibles in the line that a lot of quarterbacks don't do that no more. So I think people are, I guess, not getting a wake-up call per se, but I think they're kind of getting like a reminder of what we used to see on a normal basis from old style quarterbacks.
And it was better, at least in the passing game.
In the passing game, yeah, you could say it was better. I mean, we had Brady, Manning.
That was a great era. Brady, Manning era, or Brady, Manning, Breeze, Rivers.
I mean, Rodgers.
Aaron.
Rodgers. I would say Rodgers is more like the modern quarterback because he was.
He is, but man, he could throw on a rope, dude.
Yeah,
back in his prime.
In his prime, he could throw a dot way off balance, kind of like Mahomes.
Aaron was a much better passer than runner. He was mobile in the pocket and could buy time in the pocket. Yeah, really, what he had is good pocket awareness.
Yeah,
He wasn't a runner per
He was
se.
a cerebral quarterback,
Wasn't
like
mobile.
a Brady Manning, because he had some athletic ability to move around.
He
in
was
the
like
pocket.
Dan Marino with wheels, you know.
Yeah, but yeah, I would say, I mean, it's a warm take. 'Cause I think with Rivers coming back, it kind of shows people what we've been missing these last couple of years with the modern quarterbacks is quarterbacks that are very cerebral. I don't know if I'm saying the word right.
Cerebral.
Cerebral, yeah, that word. But yeah, it's just because people are pointing it out. So I've seen people point it out on social media that, look at, we don't see this anymore from quarterbacks where he's making audibles on the field and people are just like blown away, like, whoa, what is this? Like, we don't see that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you were kind of a little bit low on Rivers after he lost this game and threw a pick, but like when you've been playing this short amount of time, a pick
Like I
here and
said,
there
it's
might be expected, especially with a noodle arm.
Like I said, it's a feel-good story, man. So, like, it feels good to see someone I watched grow up. Someone I watched while I was growing up. I mean, it's nostalgic, and that's it. But his physical abilities are very diminished, and you can see that with his arm strength. But yeah, it's cool to see someone just pick the game with their mind. Pick defenses apart with their mind game. But it ain't translating to wins. So at the end of the day, that's what really matters, right? It's the wins. So,
Yeah.
It's a warm take.
All right, fair enough. All right, you next up.
Well, sticking with the Colts, I was thinking about it. This season went better than I expected.
Damn.
Looking at the
that's kind of like a morbid take.
Yeah, because I honestly, like I said, before, when I saw we had Daniel Jones as our quarterback, I expected us to win like 3 or 4 games.
I can see why you felt that way, and how can I even say this is a hot take? To me, this is a cold take. How can I argue against your own expectations?
I don't know, because I would say this was a good season for us in a way.
Yeah, when you put it that way, that might be a hot take because of the way it ended.
The way it ended, yes.
If you were like playing well now, but kind of started rough, I would say cold take. But the way you started and then ended, the way it is instead of the way it could have been flipped, yeah, it doesn't feel as good.
I'm saying it's a good season based on what I expected and what we actually got. Yeah, we might have peaked week 10 and been our true selves have finally come out, but during those first 10 weeks, goddamn, we was riding sky high, baby. We was up there, top of the AFC, and I would have now. If you would have told me that preseason, like, hey, Colts, first 10 weeks, top of the
their
AFC,
offense going to rival the 0-7 Patriots. They are insane.
They're going to go on a historic run the first 10 weeks. They're going to be Super Bowl favorites, come out the AFC. I would have been like, man, you lying to me. You lying to me. You playing with my emotions. Don't get my hopes up. Don't do that to me. But lo and behold, they came true. And not that no one ever told me that. I didn't even believe that. Like I said, I expected 3 to 4 wins. So for us to, double that, it's a good season.
Yeah.
It's a good
I don't
season.
even know how to rate that.
Maybe that's stage 2 denial. Maybe I'm stage 2 denial a little bit, but it's a good season.
Maybe bargaining. You're bargaining with yourself right now, trying to cope.
Yeah.
I don't know. One of the two. Yeah, I don't know how to rate that, man. I'll just say it's warm. I don't know. I don't know how to rate that. That's crazy. All right. This one is a little weird. I don't even know if you know anything about this. But my next hot take is using smelling salts on the field should be banned. And I'm talking about Aaron. I'm talking about Rodgers. I see him pull that fucking smelling salt out on the field as he's walking up to the line. Ooh, okay, I'm ready. And then he does usually make a play. Like oftentimes after he hits it, he makes a hell of a play.
Kind of like almost like a PED, like a quickie PED.
I don't know if it's a PED. I don't think it's been determined to be that.
I know it's not that, but it's almost like it's almost
fucking dumb.
Like a buffer for him, in a way.
Like a little bit. It's just weird. Like you're over there doing your little fucking cocaine. You're doing a little quick hitter of cocaine on the fucking field when the camera's on a close up. Like, bro, you're weird, man.
All right, we're
NFL,
gonna
just tell him to stop doing that shit. If he wants to
Okay.
do it on the sideline,
That's
like a
hot take,
normal
'cause
person.
That's a hot take. Cause what's your problem with that, man? If he wants to sniff some salt, some socks, some funny powder, what do you do? Ashwagandha?
Yeah, but he don't do it on the field.
I mean, it's not hurting nobody. It's not against the rules. It's not hurting nobody. It's not like he's trying to peer pressure his teammates to do it with him. Like, hey, let's hit these bumps before we get before we
He's in the huddle. All right. I mean, I don't know. I don't watch that many Steelers games. He might be doing that. Fuck, I don't know.
But that's a hot take, man. You just hating on the man. Let him smell his salt. He's an elderly man. Maybe he needs his senses are not all there as sharp as they used to be. So maybe this is a way to get a little.
He's gonna fall asleep. He needs to stay awake.
Yeah, there's a little temporary stat boost, a little double XP for him to help.
I don't know.
A little bit.
Aaron Rodgers is starting to come off like I don't know, like a hippie, a drug addict. I don't know what he is. He's just a weird guy. Get that shit out of here.
He does give me hippie, like drug addict vibes. Like he's going on retreats, doing ashwagandha.
Yeah. Like, but bro, you're like too old for that shit, man.
He's like, you seen that one video? He was like, I see a butterfly and I'm flying with it. I'm like, bro,
dude, you are way too old for like that shit. Needs to be on the Murtaugh list. The I'm too old for this bullshit list.
You should have done that your rookie year.
Yeah,
during your days in maybe he did. Maybe you just don't know, and he didn't really.
I don't think he did. I think he discovered that shit late.
Well,
and he the way he acts and talks about it, like he's the first one to ever trip acid or something. Like, shut up.
Oh man, I love that one highlight montage video where he's on a Rogan podcast. He's like, "You ever played under the influence?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "What?" Percocet, and he starts showing all these highlights of him and the Packers kicking ass, and then playing a drug addict song. It's pretty kick ass.
I guarantee. Yeah, I don't believe he's lying about that. I remember one game specifically where he was for sure on perks.
Oh yeah, he's like, my knee
against the Bear. Yeah,
when they were down like what 21-0.
He hurt his knee. He was looking like hurt. He didn't look good. Then he came back out of the locker room like, let's go play some football.
His eyes was like this. I hurt my knee.
Yeah, well,
but it's fine.
It was my knee.
Yeah, that guy was fucking.
Yeah, he was high.
He was beyond high. He was in another galaxy.
Yeah, they hit him. They hit him with some good shit, man.
He was playing with the Madden can. That's how high he was. He was on the Madden can. That's why he was able to dissect the Bears like the way he did and pull that crazy comeback. Because he was in a whole nother stratosphere that game. But that's a hot take because it's legal. It's not bothering nobody but you apparently. And if he wants to,
I think it's corny. I think it's just so corny. Like, do you really want kids to be looking at like, oh, I need to bring my smelling salts to the football game? Like, fuck.
Well, I don't think kids are going to follow him because he's not doing that well this year. Not if this was like 10 years ago when he was winning MVPs and balling out and he was doing the smelling salts, because he just started recently doing that. I don't remember him doing that all these years prior. So it's just something new, I guess.
Yeah, like, why do you need it now?
Because he's old, man. He's 41, 42.
Oh,
like,
whatever.
He probably needs other stuff to help him get up. But, that's none of our business. But
if he did it on the sidelines, I wouldn't critique it. But like on the field when you're about to take a snap is like, all right, turbo set hut.
Maybe it's a quick like 10-second high, and that's you can't do that on the sideline. And by the time you come on the field,
you lost your high, your buzz is gone.
Yeah. So let him do what he does, man.
I mean, it doesn't last long. That's I don't know. It like opens up your senses and like really hits your senses, wakes you up like temporarily.
Yeah, but all right, I'm gonna give you my next hot take. You're probably gonna hate this one too, but due to Allen's loss this past Sunday, it guaranteed Stafford gets the MVP.
Hot take. I actually think Drake May. The Vegas odds have shifted towards Drake May.
Because
he had that 5-touchdown game, granted against the Jets. And Stafford had a 3-pick game, which is exactly what he couldn't have if he didn't have a game like this. He would have been guaranteed. Even if he lost against the Falcons, but had like a 3-touchdown, 1-pick performance, he'd still be on line. But having a 2-touchdown, 3-pick performance is what you couldn't have.
But I still like him because he still has more touchdowns than Drake May. Even with Drake May's performance, he still has less interceptions than Drake May. So
no, he doesn't. They're tied now.
They're tied? Oh, damn.
Tied in
still
picks.
Tied in picks, but he has more touchdowns and
But Drake May has a better record and won his division.
I would say
Doesn't
gonna
have quite the
say,
weapons the Rams do.
I was gonna say, I mean, he plays in a tougher conference, or not conference, but tougher division. Tougher division.
Stafford?
Yes. Got the
Well,
Seahawks,
the one
49ers.
argument against Drake is that collectively, when you look at his schedule, not only is it a very low strength of schedule, maybe one of the lowest in recent memory, but it's also the 32nd ranked pass defense. Like, collectively, he's faced the easiest pass defenses schedule-wise in the league.
You're just helping making my point, so I appreciate that.
So it's
yeah,
neck and neck. You can argue Stafford has the weapons. Drake May had the easier degree of
schedule.
difficulty. Yeah, it's a kind of a toss-up, man.
So it's a hot take.
It's. I don't know. It's so hard to know how the MVP voters will look at it. But man, like when two guys are pretty neck and neck, like these last few games matter a lot, and there's going to be a sour taste about Stafford in people's mouths, I think. I don't know. It's just they may just default to the old guy to help author his Hall of Fame case. If Drake May resembles what he is this season in his future years,
Yeah, he'll have other opportunities. To win
he'll
for
be a
sure.
Hall of Famer probably if he maintains this pace. But that may be what saves Stafford. Just that. People basically feeling sorry for him.
Hey,
So I'll say this is a warm
MVP
take.
MVP is MVP. I don't care if you feel sorry for me. If it's a pity MVP, I'm gonna take it and put it on
Yeah.
my shelf and give me my
Yeah.
gold jacket with it. But
Yeah,
that's
MV
my
pity. All right, my last hot take is just Chris Shula, the Rams' defensive coordinator, should be fired after the season. I know Sean and him are friends. I know he had that hot start. They look pretty good to start the season, but man, like,
You guys had before. You had Raheem Morris, right?
yeah.
Yeah, because he might be single pretty soon. I don't think I don't know the fact he might have bought himself more time with the win with the Rams. Maybe that's what Sean McVay did. He kind of helped his friend out. But
Well, I don't know, man. I don't think so. Because the Rams also have Atlanta's first-round pick. So by Atlanta beating them, they actually lost draft stock, too.
yeah, no, I was just kidding. But I would say it's a hot take because it depends how the season ends. If the playoffs you guys get blown out, I'm talking about 30 burger dropped on your guys' head, and you lose in that fashion, then yes, change got to come, and it's going to start with the defense. So it's too early to tell. So I'm going to call this a medium hot.
I just don't expect any sort of miraculous turnaround because there's no specific reason you can point to that our defense have just fallen off a cliff. They just started to suck. And I think this is who we really were the entire time. I think we were fool's gold before. We just had a stretch of fluky good games where we kept people out of the end zone when they ran down the field. And now we're not. Really good defenses prevent people from getting in field goal range.
Medium warm take.
All right.
Medium warm. All right, my last one is I'm not talking about a lot about the Colts, but I have to get this off my chest too. I hope the Colts don't bring back Daniel Jones.
Woo. I understand why you feel that way. With the opportunity of Mac Jones on the table, we've kind of talked about that. If you could get Mac Jones, I think you take Mac Jones over Indiana Jones. Yeah, I think I agree with that. Although
the problem is,
the problem really is that Jameis is available, and I think they'll just be so tempted by that opportunity. But anyway, what's the real problem?
The real problem is Mac Jones is on a 2-year contract, which he just signed earlier this year, so he won't even be available. So we would have to give trade capital, which we don't really have because of the Sauce Gardner trade. So
damn,
I don't know what we're gonna do, honestly. So I think with Mac Jones near the end before the injuries, he started kind of showing some glimpses of the old Jones, and I don't want to see that take full effect next year. Like, yeah, he did great for the most part, but I started seeing some of those cracks kind of showing a little bit.
Yeah, they ran out of steam. I think they got figured out. Something happened.
Yeah.
It's like
Well, I mean,
teams watched
JT.
their film and figured him out.
Yeah, JT. Like it was pretty apparent. Like if JT's not going over 100 yards, we're not winning the
Yeah.
game. So, and that's pretty evident. With the last win was with JT going over 100 yards, and yeah, I don't know, man. It's like I said, like we said earlier, like there's certain guys that you know you're not gonna win a Super Bowl with, kind of like Geno Smith. I
Yeah.
feel like that's what we're gonna be with Daniel Jones.
I kind of agree with that. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get you the promised land.
So we gotta keep searching. Gotta keep searching. So
Tua?
that's to turn the ball over. Nah, we're good. That's a poor man's Mac Jones.
um,
Well, actually, no, because they both have weak arms. I don't know who that is.
ooh, you could always try out J.J. McCarthy.
I don't want that. Then I'll be pissed like you, and I don't want to be angry like you, man. I like being in an acceptance stage. No, I mean, we could draft somebody. I mean, we have a rookie quarterback for what? I don't know why we have Leonard for if we're not. Hopefully, we're trying to develop him. AR, I know AR's pretty much done.
Shit, at this point, just rock with Rivers.
I don't think Rivers
With a
wants to
full
do it.
season of off season of practice, you never know.
Yeah, but I don't unless his arm can get younger and stronger again. I doubt that. It's physically impossible. So I don't know, man. Rivers, like, yeah, like mentally he can make the plays, but I don't know if his body can keep up with his mind. Kind of like,
Yeah,
hey, man,
yeah, and make it through a whole year.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So no, I don't know what we're gonna do, but I don't think Daniel Jones is gonna be the answer long term for us. Like, yeah, great job, Daniel. We appreciate it, but we got to keep it moving.
yeah. I just don't know who. Now that you mention it, who you replace him with.
I don't know either. I haven't figured that part out. That's not my job. I'm sure the GM will find someone.
Gotta be real with you. I don't know either, but
Yeah, it's just not
fuck Daniel
Jones.
Jones. Yeah.
Not fuck Daniel Jones, but thank you, Daniel Jones. Your services are no longer required.
Yeah, but thank you, Daniel Jones. Fuck you, Daniel Jones. Um, yeah, I kind of agree with your sentiment that he's probably not going to take you to the promised land, but at the same time, I don't know who you'll be able to replace him with, so that's a big lingering question for you. So, I don't know. I don't know how to rate this either. I guess warm take. I know I'm being stingy with my hot takes, but if you don't have somebody to replace him, it's warm. If you could get Mac Jones, like really convince the 49ers to move off of him with some kind of trade, then I would actually maybe even say this is a cold take. I kind of agree. I just kind of agree.
Maybe they'll let him go for like a fifth or sixth round, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Because
doubt it.
they have a tendency. They need a backup in San Fran.
Yeah, I would say they probably based on how he did, but maybe Mac Jones is stuck for 2 years anyway, so it's not like he can.
Oh, Kirko Chains. You can go out and get Kirko Chains.
I feel like, I mean, he's looked pretty good. He's starting to kind of come back, but I mean, Kirk Cousins is kind of peaked already, and he's not going to get any better at this point. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get him though, just to stay relevant. I guess.
Yeah, you probably you might. That is such a
tickets.
Colts move to do. Like that
Yeah.
just seems like something the Colts would do.
Just was relevant, sell some tickets, fill the seats.
Though honestly, I'm not even sure Atlanta's gonna want to get rid of him.
Based on how he's playing and how Penix is
Yeah,
not available,
Penix. Yeah,
and he's very injury. I mean, this is like what his third time tearing his ACL or something like that. So he's got a really crazy injury history already.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but because what is he, a free agent? Maybe we'll get Deshaun Watson.
Oh my God, no,
No.
no,
That-
no, no, no.
It's crazy. I never seen someone like that just fall off without any injuries.
Yeah, that's
I didn't think like I guess that showed me how mentally strong you have to be like for the sport. Like with Deshaun Watson, it looked like he literally forgot how to play football.
well. Once he got his payday, he was done. That's it exposed his character, man.
Those rugged tugs, yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Like you thought he had the opportunity to rehabilitate his image, not only
Nah,
if you play well, but
in this day
Michael
and
Vick
age,
did.
well, yeah, but Michael Vick did what he did in the social media age. It's forever. I mean, people still bring it up if you look at any post of Michael Vick.
Oh yeah, they definitely do. He'll
But
get hit with that out the allegations the rest of his life, but
it's
people largely by and large like moved past it. He paid his dues.
yeah, they did. But like this younger generation, they'll turn you into a meme. In the blink of an eye, you'll be a meme. Now we got AI making memes for you, so it's kind of hard to kind of repair your image with this younger generation of social media and everything. So I don't think he's ever gonna have that same
I
image.
don't know. I think a lot of people are sort of
Forgetting about it.
not forgetting about it, but like
And it
kind of
also,
rejecting the idea of like canceling people for this kind of shit.
yeah, and I was gonna say it would probably have helped if he didn't play so terrible.
Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. It makes him
If he
look
was
like a
low,
total bum, man.
yeah,
Like, oh,
because
you
if he
got
was like,
paid and now you're done. And also like his attitude. Like he had him and Zach Wilson both had problems with that, I think, where they're like, "Well, I think I'm playing pretty fine." It's like, "Pretty fine? Did you I'm sorry.
he was
Excuse
real
me?"
good in Houston. He was real good in Houston and took that year off. He sat out for like 1 year,
Yeah.
the allegations, and he got suspended. And yeah, it was like 2 years of no football.
Yeah, he put in zero work or effort during that year or whatever. Or two, I don't know.
Yeah, he's probably stressed out. Saying getting sued left and right by a bunch of different women is probably a lot on your mental, and you probably collapse under the pressure.
Yeah.
But no, I was just kidding. I don't want to get Watson, but I don't know who we would get. Definitely not Kirkle. Definitely not JJ. I wouldn't be surprised if we get JJ though. I feel like knowing our GM and the dumb shit he does,
Yeah,
is that
that would be an awful
we
move,
could fix
dude.
him. We could fix him. That's how I
Yeah.
feel we are. We could fix him when we did that with. But I would hope Anthony Richardson is a lesson learned that no, we can't fix him. We can't develop him. Clearly, we can't develop him. We don't have time for a project quarterback. We need to be in win now mode, which they kind of showed a little bit of glimpses by trading away our draft picks for Sauce Gardner, which didn't amount to nothing. But yeah, it's gonna be all right, man. Next
I
year,
don't know what your options are. Yeah.
we're just free falling at this point, and letting it go. That's
I
all we're
mean,
doing.
when there's some of the options you were throwing out there, at that point you just keep Daniel. I'm
I don't want
sorry.
to though, man. I don't want to, man. I'd rather just draft somebody and hopefully they turn into a Tom Brady 6th round draft pick, gem.
Well, Tom Brady was actually being developed. You actually have to know how to develop a quarterback too, so.
Yeah, because you could kind of see that when Matt Castle came in and Jimmy G and Jacoby Brissett when they all came in for Brady, how they looked competent and
Mhm.
had people fooled that
Yeah.
they could play quarterback and they go get paid somewhere else and they fall. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, I'm out on Daniel Jones. I've seen enough this year. He did good, but he's not gonna be great.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that. Um well, I guess that wraps up our Hot Take Tuesday segment. Let's see here.
Last show of the year, man.
Yeah, last show of the year.
Acting like we've been doing this for so long. It's only been like 8 episodes.
That's all
But
right. Hey, wait, more than that, right? We had the Thanksgiving special. I don't know. Maybe it is only eight
I don't know how many
episodes.
episodes, but
Um,
all I know I think we started the week after week 10.
yeah,
So like
yeah.
8 episodes. Yeah.
Well, it's been a fun ride so far. It's a good 2025.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that the season's almost. This is like kind of the bittersweet moment of football season is like it's
You
exciting
look
to get it.
forward to playoffs all year, though, so we still have that.
Yeah, I would say you look forward to the playoffs, but it's also sad because it's almost over, and then we have to wait 7 months for the new season to start.
Yeah, it feels like basketball players only take like a month off, and football
Yeah,
players.
yeah, basketball season ends in late June, early July, based on how far the series goes, and then they come back in October. So 4 months
Yeah,
compared. And I get it. Football is a very, very physical sport where
it
you need a lot of
is.
time off, and you know, But still, man, I guess that's a selfish fan in me where I just want to get more and more games.
Me
But
too. Me too. Make the season 24 games long.
I'll do that. I don't know. Careers be cut short. But damn, I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed that Myles Garrett didn't get to break the sack record in 16 games. I know it doesn't matter. I guess there's no different rule book or record books for different game season lengths, but
Yeah. He looked like he was on pace to just
shatter
blow
it.
the doors off that thing.
Yeah, and it didn't pan out. So
Yeah.
if he gets the next game, I don't know if how I would feel as a fan. Like, all right, well, it took you a game more. It's kind of like a little asterisk next to it, but that should have been one of my hot takes.
It's still, yeah. Oh, well. Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see if he breaks the record, and I guess we'll see history
Yeah.
if he does.
Yeah. It'll be
So they play the
interesting either
Bengals.
way.
Play the Bengals. Hopefully, you don't hurt Joe Burrow because
Oh, boy. Yeah, he might eat, dude.
Yeah,
At the last game of the season, you're not preventing them from making a playoff run or anything, and I would hope that you try not to tackle him like that.
yeah, just a little. Well, I would assume Burrow would probably just throw himself on the floor too.
Yeah.
Live
I
to
would.
see-
I would.
Live to see another down.
Yeah, I would. I mean, you're not playing for anything.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how was your Christmas?
It was good, man. I finally got the web camera. I was using my phone for people that the audience didn't know, but I was using my phone as the web camera for the longest, and I was always scared.
What kind of webcam did you get?
I got I don't know if people can see it, but it's a Insta360 Link 2C 4K AI power webcam.
Okay. It was a
But,
4K
yeah.
cam. I mean, the picture looks good.
Yeah, I was scared that one day, not that anyone ever really calls me, but sometimes you get spam calls. Like, what if someone spam calls me when I'm using my phone as the webcam and my camera just goes out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Luckily, that never happened during the show from watching the tape back. But yeah, finally got a webcam, so that way I could also sit on my desk while my background looks different because I was sitting like this angle, using
Mhm.
my TV as a monitor, which was not that comfortable, but that way I could have like the lighting a little bit better. But now that I can sit in front of my desk with the webcam, I can actually see my monitor, and I got a new chair too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the old chair was breaking my back.
Yeah,
but,
this chair I'm sitting in is not very comfortable. I went to Costco couple weeks ago, with the wife, and I saw they had a chair there. It's not like my style aesthetic wise, but it was comfortable. I'll give it that. I almost bought it.
Is it an ergonomic chair? Whatever.
No, it did look like a gamer chair, kinda, but it was way more comfortable than this.
Yeah, I heard the gamer. Yeah, I heard that gaming chairs actually suck for being comfortable.
Oh, they're
So it's
horrible,
like-
dude.
So I got an ergonomic chair because I work from home, so I'm sitting here all damn day at my
Yeah.
desk. So
I have another computer chair sitting right next to me here, because I didn't like this chair and I bought another one. Problem is, this has its own issues. So, like, it's pick your poison. My old chair didn't have any issues. Like, I liked it in every way, and it was cheaper than these two. But it started to peel. My kid peeled. Like, it was old, so
Yeah,
the
I-
coating started to degrade. It's not real leather. It's like bullshit leather. I don't spend like $1,000 on chairs. That's just, who
too
cares?
much. Yeah.
Yeah, like I sit more on the recliner behind me when I play games. I only sit here when I do the podcast and work. So, yeah, it's not that deep. So, but yeah, when he was a baby, he liked to crawl on everything, and he was able to peel the leather. Like, man,
That's what happened to my gaming chair. That's why I was like, I'm never gonna get another gaming chair again because they just started peeling and making a mess. I was like, nah, and it wasn't even that comfortable. So it was like $200 too.
yeah, it's because these chairs are like race car like, fuck,
Yeah.
man.
I
Like,
don't
how
know why
fast
this
do you even
is
need to
not-
go? But yeah, they're designed to like keep you in place in a car that's like doing all kinds
it's more for the
shit.
aesthetics. Like it looks cool because it's a usually a bright color or colorful design for like.
Yeah, it's got all this like, oh, look at
It's
this
not
guy,
plain.
fucking
Yeah.
whatever this is, and it handles. I don't know. That's like the whole. And then you put the cushion here. They have cushions for your lumbar and your head
Yeah,
or whatever,
lumbar support.
and they're horrible. I hate them. I don't like those either. So no matter which way you slice it, it's uncomfortable. It's
Yeah.
it's not that
So
good
you
of
got
a
to get an
chair.
ergonomic chair, man. I know they're not that soft on the eyes. They're very plain looking, but they're actually really comfortable. And my old chair was like always hunched over when I'm working, and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have like a hunched over back by the time I'm 50. So
Yeah.
this one I could kind of sit back and rest my back and not be hunched over like Quasimodo.
I should have gotten one with the adjustable armrest. This doesn't have it. They had bigger, armrests with cushion on them. That's why I got this. But I think I need the adjustable. I think it has my arms too high. Like, it kind of tenses my back up. I don't like that. Hurts my
You
back.
getting any video games for Christmas?
No, we didn't really exchange gifts like that. We're going to Disney, so we just spent a lot of money on that.
Yeah, I heard Disneyland is expensive. Never been, but I heard
World, we're not doing the
Disney.
Cali. Yeah,
Oh,
we go to Florida.
Disneyland, Disney World's the same. It's the land of Disney. That's all I know. But
Well, Disneyland is way different.
is it? I
Yeah,
wouldn't know.
way less.
Expensive.
No, way less shit to do there. Way less
Oh,
expanded. Like, it's small. It's only really one park, I think, maybe two. I don't know.
it's close. Yeah, because
But the Disney World, they own basically the entire city of Orlando. So they have infinite space to expand with resorts on top of resorts, so many parks. Whereas Disneyland, when they made that park, everyone bought up all the land around it pretty much
yeah,
as an opportunity to put their businesses around Disneyland. And Disney kind of got fucked by that happening. And so they're really limited with what they can do out there. That's why they started Disney World, to fulfill the vision of what land was supposed to be.
I need to check it out one day. But I don't want to go as an adult now. I was like, I wanted to go as a kid so bad to
Yeah.
Disneyland, but it never happened. So maybe when I have a kid one day, I'll probably take him one of the two.
Yeah.
Um, I did finally start Mass Effect. Well,
Oh
I
yeah.
started Mass Effect 1 again because I'm gonna play through the trilogy, but because I had beat it once, but I didn't beat the Legendary Edition, so that way my I guess choices carry over and I import my character. So I'm playing through that. Um,
You enjoying it the second time?
it would be like my third time because I played it on 360 way back in the day, way back in the day, but I got lost and I got stuck somewhere when I was young and I just dropped it and
But you loved KOTOR and you don't really care much about Mass Effect? That's crazy.
uh,
Just because Star Wars and this isn't
I
Star
think because the
Wars?
Star Wars, yeah. I mean, it's not a terrible game. It's not like I know it's highly rated, like 10 out of 10, one of the greatest RPGs. But for me, it's just like a good game. Maybe the second one's a lot better and the third one's a lot better or whatever. I heard the third one's kind of disappointing, but I heard the second
Yeah.
one was puke. So we'll see how it gets when I get to the second one. I mean, I am enjoying it this third time around a lot more than especially more than the first time. First time I was young and I was just whatever about it. I was more on my multiplayer, like play Call of Duty all day. But second time was not that bad. But this third time, I guess now that I have all three, it kind of entices me to want to see it through and beat it again
Yeah.
for the second time.
Yeah,
But
you should try to work your way, at least get past 1 and into 2. So you
yeah,
can see what the vibe of 2 is.
yeah. Well, I'll be all three for sure because I might as well. But I didn't even get that for Christmas. I got Dragon Ball Z. I don't know if you like Dragon Ball Z, Sparking Zero,
Oh yeah, I saw that on Steam on
and
sale.
I got Oblivion. I don't even know why I got Oblivion. I got a hard copy of Oblivion just to have the like a physical copy of it.
Yeah.
I didn't know what else to get, to be honest. I was like, well, I guess I'll take Oblivion for the second hard
I
copy.
bought it on Steam since I canceled my Game Pass.
Oh, yeah, the remastered.
Yeah. I went ahead and just bought it on Steam.
Yeah, so
Because that was like the one game I was kind of like disappointed on having to give up, especially with all the progress I had made on my save, and I was like, oh fuck, man.
you get transferred though, can't you?
Yeah, I figured it wasn't as easy as you
It's
would
kinda
think.
tedious, yeah.
Yeah, because the way they do the saves on different stores is wildly different.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to kind of figure it out, but yeah, that was the one game I was upset about losing, so I just had to go ahead and buy that. But
It's not that expensive. It's like $30 right now, I think.
yeah,
On a sale.
yeah. But yeah, I'm kind of like not really sure what game I'm in the mood to play right now. I just finished up BioShock 2 and
I like that one. I remember I played that one back in the day on 360. I never beat the first one, but I did beat. I remember I got the second one on sale.
That's
Like
crazy. That's crazy to skip the first and play the second. I was such a fan of the
I
series.
played
It
the
was always
demo.
weird that I never played the second.
I played the demo of the first one, but like a whole bunch of times because back in the day when when you're young, you don't get games whenever you want. So I would play the demo of it a lot
Hmm.
because I was like blown away the fact that you can like you throw lightning at water and electrocute the enemies because they're in the puddle and or throwing flames at the gasoline and it.
Yeah.
I'm like I thought that was like mind blowing to me as a teenager. Like wow, this is so realistic and next gen and
Yeah, I
uh,
mean that game was pretty mind blowing when it dropped. That was like the first game that was like, whoa, next gen is crazy.
yeah. And so I just saw the second one for like $5 at GameStop once, and I was like, well, it's cheap, so I'm gonna just get it. I beat it. I know I want to get the collection, even though I did beat Infinite. So I beat Infinite too. Now that I remember, I did beat Infinite and the second one. I just never beat the first one.
That's crazy. The first one is like the game.
Best.
Yeah.
Yeah, the atmosphere was like a lot more scarier, and
Well, I
the
mean,
second
yeah, the art, everything about it is better, except maybe the combat too is pretty good on the combat, I would
the
say.
combat was. I mean, it's different because you're playing as the Big Daddy,
Yeah, a little bit different for sure.
but I mean, the third one with combat was pretty cool. The third one was all right. It didn't blow me away like it. I don't know how I got like all these
Yeah.
highest reviews, and I think it beat Grand Theft Auto 5 for Game of the Year or something like that, or for some publications because that's the same year the GTA 5 came out. But
Yeah.
it was a okay game, but two was cool from what I remember. I haven't played it in so long, but it was a cool
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, it's okay. It's definitely no one, but then again, what is? BioShock 1's an OG, like a certified legendary game.
Yeah. Damn, that takes me back. '07 was such a stacked year for games because they came out in '07 with that, Mass Effect, Call of Duty 4,
Yeah, that was a
hit
crazy. That's like maybe like top
top three.
two, one or two in ever. Yeah.
Yeah, it was, what was it? Mass Effect came out, Halo 3, Call of Duty 4. What else came out? BioShock. Damn, what else came out? There was another game I'm forgetting. Oh, no,
GTA 4?
no, GTA 4 got delayed that year too.
Oh, it was '08.
Spring of '08, yeah. I think that was pretty much it. I mean, I like Madden '08 that year. That was like because that's the year I got my 360. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, Portal and the Orange Box come out that year
Oh, yeah, yeah. That is true.
with Team Fortress 2 and Half-Life 2 and all that. Um, it's up there with '04 because '04 was a stacked year too.
Oh, did
Um,
Mario Galaxy?
oh yeah, Mario Galaxy came out in '07.
Forgot about Nintendo.
Yeah, yeah. I wasn't really a big Nintendo fan like that. Oh, we had God of War 2,
Oh,
Assassin's Creed.
God of War, Assassin's Creed. Yeah, those are big ones.
Yeah, we had the Uncharted series, the first entry of
Oh,
the
yeah,
Uncharted
that's
series.
another big one. Yeah, that's crazy.
Um, damn, yeah, The Witcher. Well, I
Oh,
never played The Witcher
Metroid
1.
Prime 3, The Witcher. Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah,
Damn.
Crisis, Rock Band.
Crisis. This is a crazy year. This is a crazy year, bro. This
Yeah,
is
that's one.
like this is like 2002, 2002. No, I'll say '01 to 2007 might be peak gaming.
Oh,
God.
one. Oh, like that year, that time span. I thought you meant
Yeah.
the year '01. I don't remember what came out in '01 besides GTA 3.
Well, Halo.
Yeah, yeah, Halo came out. Cause I would say '04 was pretty peak. Um, we had what Metal Gear Solid 3, San
Half-Life
Andreas,
2,
Life 2, Halo 2,
Doom
Ninja Gaiden,
3. Yeah.
Cell, Pandora's Tomorrow, Fable, Tony Hawk's Underground 2, Knights of the Republic 2. Yeah, we had a
Yeah,
lot of games
man.
come out
That
in
was
'04.
that was a sick
Far
ass
Cry
year.
1. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that's when I sometimes I wonder if it was because I was just younger and I just tried new things or if gaming was really that much better back then than it is
I
now.
try new things. It's just
It's hard. Like, I try new things too, and I'm here and here I am. I
I
put so
just
much
there's
hours
something
in
about
Oblivion.
older games I do really love, man.
Yeah, 'cause I realized that too when I was playing Oblivion, even though I had beat that game like 50,000 times, and every time I pick it up, I can't put it back down. I'm just
I
like, damn.
know they're just so good. They're just so
Like,
like they weren't over worried about like padding everything out and making everything like 100 hours long and
not even that. They weren't worried about nickel and diming you for the most
yeah,
simplest things
yeah,
either.
that too. Like
So
now it's like games are made by focus groups and investors.
yeah, I know. I've been playing 2K5 still, just because it's Madden just so terrible and it sucks because that's the only football game we got. And even if 2K was like to make a comeback with a football game, I don't think it would be the same. If
No,
you look at NBA 2K, how money hungry that is, just as bad as
yeah,
Madden, that'd
yeah,
probably be the same exact thing with 2K,
for sure.
NFL 2K. So it sucks because I love sport games. I love sport games. I used to play when I was younger. I would play any. I would play any sport game, even if I was interested in the sport in real life. Like I played golf, I played hockey, I played baseball, and these are sports I never watched in my life. But I just like making my character in the sport game and making them like 99 overall, and
Yeah.
just putting me in on like the greatest thing ever. But
I mean,
yeah,
some sport games can be fun, hockey games and shit.
hockey games were actually fun. I used to like playing the hockey game. I haven't played any since the original Xbox and PS2 days, but I used to play a lot of hockey games. Because you could fight. I don't know why I thought
Yeah.
that was so weird that you could fight in
Fighting
sport.
is just such a weird thing about hockey, honestly.
I still don't get why they just let you
Yeah,
fight.
it's like the refs like stop
They,
being hockey refs and become boxing refs. It just doesn't make any sense that it's even a thing. It's so
yeah,
baked into the
look into
tradition of
the
the
rules.
sport.
Yeah, I looked into the rules. They don't make sense to me. Maybe someone in the audience that watches the show could break it down. But yeah, I was always intrigued. Why they let you fight and it's in the video
But you
games?
do get penalized for starting the fight, right?
I thought you get penalized if you. I think you both get penalized. Well, I don't know how the rules are now, but I remember back in the day. Well, I'm going based off video game knowledge, but yeah, when you get in a fight in a hockey game, your guy would, I think, if you lost, or it didn't matter if you lost or won, but I think you would get sent to the box. You get sent to like the box, you sit out for like a couple minutes, then your guy can come back in.
Yeah.
But yeah, hockey's such a
Like,
interesting.
why even bother penalize? It's weird. Like,
I don't
making
know.
you
It's
sit
not like
like
you
in
don't
the
get
box for a
ejected though.
couple of minutes. It just doesn't even like make sense. Like, there's
It
no
kind of
real punishment to it.
well,
I don't
the
know.
punishment is you're a player short.
Yeah,
So
but if it was to where you punished both teams or both players, then it wouldn't matter.
yeah,
It'd be a
I
four
don't
on
know. It
four
was just fun, just slamming people against the glass in the game.
for
I don't know.
sure. I mean, yeah, I could see.
What was it the Blitz games? You know how they used to have the Blitz games?
Oh yeah, NFL Blitz. Yeah,
Yeah, well, they had a hockey one. And I used to love playing that one too.
NHL hits.
Yeah, and yeah, you could break the glass. You could break them through the glass. Oh man, I used to love playing that. I think it was '02 or '03. This guy had like a Red Devils jersey. I
Yeah,
used to play that so much. Just get in the. I didn't even really try to play the game. Probably I was just trying to smash people through glasses until I got into a fight.
that's crazy.
But yeah, I love sport games. It just sucks that the
There's
conditions they're in now
yeah,
is just.
there's no like
Cause I'm
truly good ones.
Yeah, because I'm a big offline player for sport games. Like I like doing franchise mode and all that, but it's just so watered down now and like an afterthought for most of these because they don't want you to just play online. Put
Yeah,
your money in online, my team or my player, whatever 2K does or Madden does the
yeah,
ultimate team. So it sucks, man. I think
yeah.
gaming just kind of like it's still fun. I'm just waiting for GTA 6 and
That's
whatever
it.
happens after that. Yeah, I mean, there's other games. I mean, Wolverine. I'm looking forward to Wolverine next year and
Yeah.
all these other games. I'm starting to think maybe I should get into indie games.
I play the shit out of indie games. Some of the there's some of those are the most fun I have because they don't bullshit around. They don't really waste your time. They usually respect your time pretty well.
Yeah, I was playing a little bit of Limbo, and I was like, it's a short game. I didn't beat it all in one sitting,
Limbo's an
but
old one too. Like you're going
yeah,
far back.
and I was just like, wow, this game is like so basic, and it's just like little stick figure characters,
Yeah,
and
I like cinematic platformers like that. It's not quite like Oddworld, which is the one I really love, but it's similar along those
it's
lines.
kind of gory too. Like when you die, like your head gets chopped off or whatever. I'm like, wow, I didn't
Yeah.
expect that. So it was an interesting game, and I still have to beat it though. I was playing for like an hour and a half, and I got stuck in one of the platform puzzles, and I just put it down for a little
Yeah.
bit.
I mean, that game's definitely a vibe, man. I haven't played it in a long time. Kind of makes me want to go back and try it.
But that's
Talking
how
about
bad
it.
it's getting for me. I was like, I'm starting to consider like indie games as maybe a way to like do something different.
Yeah, I play the shit out of indie games. I don't care. I don't need
Is that-
everything to be AAA, like visuals and shit. I'll
I try to not be like that, but it's kind of hard. But I do like certain art styles that are appealing, like the Mouse PI art style appeals to me. But I hope it's not like a Cuphead where it's like a Demon Souls or not Demon Souls, but Dark Souls like where it's just hard for no reason.
mhm.
But if that's the case, then I don't know. But yeah, I'm just waiting for GTA 6. That's gonna be my
Yeah, that's gonna be a big one, man. It's gonna be a
yeah.
big one. Anyway, I guess this is a good moment as any to wrap things up. I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. I know I did. It was a fun year. Regular season's almost over. We got 1 week left.
Last episode next week of the regular season, and we're
Yeah.
in playoff mode. See how that goes.
For
But, man,
sure. Playoffs are going to be fun, man. Playoffs are always fun. It's just unfortunate when the season ends, regardless of the results, because no more football. But so much fun. Hope you guys had fun if you made it this far. And we will. Oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. We would appreciate any of those things, if not all of those things.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys for week 18.
Peace out. Happy New Year's, y'all.
Take care.